So, thank you, Quiet Storm, for your super chats, man. I found the super chats. I do appreciate you, brother. I found them super chats. Hold on, let me see where they at. I found them, brother. Yeah, it's under here. Yeah, brother, I see you. I see you. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you for them super chats. Untamed Kango, what's happening with you? We're gonna get started in about 4 minutes. Max tags. Come on, y'all. Let's see what we can do about over that. Subscribe. We're at 954 subscribers. Just about there. I'll be with you in just 1 minute. Talk, and we'll go ahead and get started. Minute. Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. As I'm figuring my way out through this, hold on, let me grab some ice and right back. All right, all right, all right. I'm with you now. All right. Okay. I don't know if you can hear this. Oh, brother. I'm gonna bring that down. We're gonna have to talk about Monday. Money. That's crazy how when I start and everybody drops off. YouTube likes to play games. YouTube plays too many freaking games, man. Too many. I guess everybody goes and runs to their message boards, and Facebook groups, and whatever the hell else people got out there. And then they start to come back. So right now the numbers starting to come back up. But I do appreciate y'all for spreading the word. Very, very appreciated. You guys humble me on the daily. Every time I get a phone call from you guys, it's a humbling experience for me. So in today's broadcast, we are going to talk about the way you guys need to charge, why you need to charge, what you charge, and all that fun stuff. And happy Thanksgiving too, by the way. Having all my existing customers are calling me about these last minute calls. Craziness. How many people got a chance to see some of the stuff that I was doing, like Bojangles and the fine dining? Anybody get a chance to see? I do a range. I got a range. I do fine dining and I do chicken joints. It is what it is. It's a position I'm in. If you would, announce yourself as you come on into the stream. Let me shout you out. Let me thank you for being here. As TGA would say, thank you for being here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel.
Being involved and being active on this YouTube channel. Well, welcome back.
Still can't say this, Uzi. Welcome back. Now, again, like I said, we're gonna be talking about you guys signing up with these manufacturers, getting involved with them. Oh yeah, hold on, let me get rid of that.
When starting a restaurant, Tom is your one-stop shop.
No, we don't want that. We won't skip that. Let's see what this is. See if I can turn it down a little bit. I don't know if that's loud on your end. I like variety. Yo, man, what's up? Here's something that you guys can take advantage of. Ideal is sending out this care package for free. I'll open it up. I did not pay for this. They don't know who I am. I just filled out some random information, gave my home address, and they sent this to me. First, I didn't think they were actually going to send it because it was taking a while, but they actually see if I can pull up something else that's going to help us out here. pause this and then we'll come back to it. Ideal. What is this one called? Ideal. This handles 24 wire gauge, American wire gauge up to 12, up to 12. This is the lever connector of 50. And this was sent to me completely free. I didn't have to pay for shipping or anything. This is the 50 pack that they sent me. And trust and believe you will use these. So this, just a 10 pack is $7.98. And they sent me 50. Yeah, this is the exact same one. So let me show you what they sent me. Let's open this up the ugly way. But anyway, you guys, while I'm doing this, you guys can get your questions queued up. It's very important for you guys to up your rates. You guys are not charged. As I talk to you guys are not charging enough. And I'll send you the link on how you can get a hold of this. They first got a hold of me on Instagram. I just saw this stuff pop up on Instagram. I use these. These are the competitor to the Wagos, and they're trying to show you how good they are. So I've had these since their inception because they don't have Wagos at Lowe's. They have Ideal. So I will pick up. They have Wagos at Home Depot. So this is the 3-position one. Now, I use these on the LED drivers. When you guys might have seen me go live, I use those on the LED drivers. I swear to you, it's the next best thing since sliced bread. The reason why they want you to experience these is that you don't have a need to electrical tape the connectors, the lever. It stays firm. They address that issue. It does stay firm when you put it down. And I'll show you in a minute. And who else was using Wagos? When I went to Chipotle, and I had to do work on not one Chipotle, 2 separate Chipotles. The rice cookers. They use Wagos in those. So I'll show you those. Now, they're not this type. They are one that is, when you're dealing with high heat, you're going to want to use a more heat resistant connector, and Wago does have those. I don't know if Ideal has them. I think, is this just a 3 connector? Oh, you know what? I think this is it's just a 50 bag of the 3 connector. I thought it was an assortment in here. Let's see, so it does say 50. It does say 50 down at the bottom. So if you're ready, I'll show you the link. I'll give you the link. And just because it has 3 positions, you don't have to use all 3. If you want to use just one, you use just one position. It's a little bit of a waste, especially with them being so expensive. Yeah, these are all 3 positions. I thought they were sending me a multi. I thought they were sending me a multi. Now it did take about almost a month. Let me go and find it. Let me see if it's on the Ideal website. I'm gonna take my ugly mug off of here. Oh, let's see. Ideal. Let's see if we can find the Ideal lever connector company site. Let's see if that gets us. I think it's on the Ideal industry. There we go. There we go. Now let me see if I can find that link in there. Yep, reusable. That is the nice thing. When you are troubleshooting, True puts these connectors on there on all their fridges. Just about everyone is using these, whether it is Ideal, whether it is Wago, or there's another brand out there. Now there is one that I cannot recommend. I cannot recommend this other. There we go. It is actually on the front page of their website. Request your exclusive contractor sample pack. And so what you see here is the what I have is the contractor sample pack. So as you see, it's nothing it's nothing too much. Just first, last name, your email address, your phone number, or actually you don't even have to put your phone number. What address you want them. Oh, no PO boxes. Ooh, I just noticed that. Maybe that's why I didn't get the other one. In full disclosure, I did place the order twice. Like I didn't see the other one come in. So when I saw it, when I got hit up again for this thing, I said, all right, let me send this thing to the house. And it came to the house. Yeah, today's Monday. It came to the house today. So no PO boxes. All right. Okay. Reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental. Yeah, so just your city, state, country. And as far as country, it's just United States and Canada. Sorry, Virgin Islands. Sorry. I don't know if they're going to send to Puerto Rico. They might send to Puerto Rico. State or territory. Yeah, they do say territory, so they might just send to Puerto Rico. Let me see if I don't see P. No Puerto Rico. No Puerto Rico. Sorry, Puerto Ricans. Sorry. And let me look and see if it's under T for territory of Puerto Rico. Nope. Let me see about our people in Alaska. Alaska's there. Sometimes it gets a little weird with Alaska. Anyway, and you Canadians, A. Let me see. Alberta is there. What the hell is Alberta? Oh, it's not a state. That's right. What is Alberta? Is that in Quebec? Northern Territories, Prince Edward, British Columbia is west. Alberta, I think Quebec is in Alberta. Let me see here. There's Quebec. Yeah. Long story short, Canada's covered. Then you're going to put your company name and then, which brands do you use? See, they only say Ideal, Wago, or other. And there is another one. It sucks. It is horrible. Only way that other connector works, it's a push-in connector. And the only way that damn thing works is if you're tinning the wires. The wires have to, it won't take stranded. It takes solid and it takes tin. Oh, look at you. Hey, Brother Frank. Yeah, if you would support the channel. We are almost there. Just to show you guys again, we're almost there. Hold on one second. We're almost there. 954 subscribers. I am almost at the 1,000. So then I can be self-sufficient. Until then, all contributions are welcome to the channel. All contributions. So, where are we going to start at first? Where would you guys like to start first? I have questions to address about laundry. I have questions to address about billing. especially if you're billing a manufacturer. I have questions about billing COD customers. Where do you guys want to start? We'll do that. You got to exclude it. I have been open all day between 3 damn Starbucks. It's been nuts. Yo, just in time. Yo, Mr. Terry. I was just asking the people, where do you guys want to start? Do you want to start with the laundry? Do you want to start with billing and COD? Do you want to start with billing for manufacturer warranty calls? I'm pretty sure I know where you want to start at. I mean, just so you know. Oh yeah. Oh damn! I almost forgot. This is for. I'm going to drop the link for the free 50 pack of Wagos. Oh yeah. So I just got these in the mail. So they send these out to you free of charge. No PO box. I had to learn that the hard way. Oh, you want to cover the billing and COD stuff? Okay. All right. Let me see here. Davis. Is it Davis where? Yeah. Login page for Professor. I don't want no damn login page for global warranty. Hold on 1 second. I'm logging in right now. This thing is not letting me log in. What the hell? One second. No, that ain't working. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to log into Davisware Global Warranty so we can go over some of this stuff. But no, damn. All right, let me dump this. Let me just dump this thing all together. Hold on while I go ahead and log in. I'm going into another browser. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. All right, so now I'm in. Yeah. Stop all that. Ooh, MF Doom beat. All right, well, we are going to have to forget about that one. Yo, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining us.
Being involved and being active on his YouTube channel. Well, welcome back.
No problem. Hold on, let me drop this one. And let me add, and Merry, well, not Merry Christmas, but Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. Because the next time I'm going to pop up, it's going to be after Thanksgiving. Yo, Donnie Madden, what's happening? Thanks for being here. All right, let me share this screen. It's going to be on this one here. All right. How the hell do I get into this damn thing? Oh shit! I should have did another one where it is. All right. Definitely billing. All right. Big boss man. Definitely billing. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Shoot. My bad. I'm flipping between two different browsers. Give me a second. All right. So this one, unit is off, troubleshooting done, damaged wires. So this one I just repaired some wires and in using Wagos. When you go in, everybody's billing is going to be different. Everyone's billing is going to be different. As you can see here, especially when they have electronic, you just go in there and it's just 1 hour warranty according to that. That's for the rate where I was actually out there. Then travel time. Travel time, I billed them for an hour on the travel time, 70 miles. So I made it 300 just on a 1 hour job. Now, did I spend an hour going out there? No, I didn't. But to get it up to the 300 on that, for me to go out there and just see that it was some damaged wires, that I just had to replace the cut the wire connectors out and put in the Wagos. I did that, and you could just go around there with the. Let me see here. Oh yeah, that says paid. Let me go back to some claim list. Let me do one that's 400. All right, days left on their warranty. They have 150. Oh, damn. They have 151 days left in warranty. What the hell did I do here? And what was this? This is this one was a failed compressor. So on here, I billed them for 3 hours at the factory rated at 110. Just bill them. Then I charge them another 1 hour for the travel. Then I billed them for the 35 miles. Brought that up to 430. So if you had to go back out, you just adjust your hours. So even if you're doing a lower rate, then you're going to go up on your hours. 3 hours, 4 hours. If it took you like an hour and your hourly rate is lower, then you're going to make it low. You're going to make it more, and you're going to go ahead and definitely add in your miles. Definitely add in your miles. It's all electronic anyway. So you're just really going in there and playing with the numbers. So let me see what this is. It's nothing complicated. There's nothing. See, this is claim reviewed. Hold on one second. How the hell do I do this? View report. What the hell else needs to be done on this thing? All that's done. Other charges. Let me see what I got there for other charges. And see, there it is right there. On other charges, you can just go in there and you put in other parts. Yeah, the labor. I just had it for labor for 430. Hold on one second. Let me go in there. Now this is completely. Yo, Sir Anthony, what's happening? Oh, good. So you guys can see the whole thing. Like I said, this is a completely different deal than when you're doing a COD. No need to argue with the factory about whatever their labor rate is, because you're going to charge them for mileage. You're going to charge them for every freaking thing else. And then if you're doing if you're doing the Wagos and all that stuff, that's gonna go in there with parts total. See, they actually see we break it down right there. Let me see, how the hell do I get rid of this little thing right here? I have no idea how to get rid of that. I have no idea how to get rid of this little thing right here. I've always dealt with Davis Ware, but never really had to do much with it because I don't really do that much. It looks like I do warranty that much, but I don't really have to do that much warranty. So see, I charge them $65 just for the travel, 1 hour, miles, $35 for the miles, one trip. See, so if you're making 2 trips, you just put in 2. And then this thing, and then it's going to calculate everything out. So there's nothing mysterious about it. There's nothing mysterious about the whole thing. Anytime you're going to go over the amount that you guys discuss, when you find out that it has a failed compressor, when you find out you need to change a controller, when you find out you need to change when you find out that you need to change a condenser fan motor, a compressor, evaporator fan motor, you just hop on the phone and you talk to the factory and say, "Hey, look, I gotta change this unit. What is the acceptable range on that?" Everybody needs to be in the loop. You just tell them. Nobody's afraid. They handle these calls all day, every day. They're not handling calls for advertisement in the phone book. They're not selling lingerie. They're dealing with these service calls all day and only these service calls all day. In Sheboygan, in Fort Worth, in San Diego, in Houston, all around the country, they're just fielding those calls. And all right, on that, all right, what do you want to do? You want what? 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever. And then unfortunately, you're doing a little bit of a dance. Just so you know, like I said, the higher the number, the fewer the calls you're going to get. You're not going to get rich off of these calls. The main goal is to gain customers. Like some of these, you're not going to gain customers, but that one client is going to be the difference, right? When you guys saw me, like, hey, for me, I wanted that Bojangles. I wanted the hell out of that damn Bojangles account. And I sat and I thought about it. I sat and I thought about that damn Bojangles. And I said, how the hell am I going to get into Bojangles? And what I ended up doing is I ended up calling these guys. Because something told me. All I need to do is get in. And Air King has surpassed what I thought it would do for me. They are so excited about working with me. They've thrown out some crazy numbers on the number of clients that they're going to have me go to. Right? And for me, if you did see the live, hey man, when I went to J. Alexander's, right off the bat, I saw door closer. I saw a door closer that needed to be changed. That's all COD. That's it's on door closer. So you have a number of door closers. Unfortunately, none of these are it. NorCal Dave put me on to Refrigeration Hardware Supply Corporation. And they actually, as far as I know, if they're still sending out these damn catalogs, and they have all of the Caisson parts in there. So I'm able to have a nice reference as to all the closers that they had. Hold on one second. Door closers. I don't even know which. I don't even know which one it was. It doesn't look. It doesn't look anything like these. It doesn't look anything like these. But you guys got a chance to see. Hey, man, just taking a simple warranty call, and that they want people for Air King. They want people nationwide. There's that meat tumbler marinator I was working on. They want customers nationwide. And so I thought they were using this for chicken. They said no, they use this meat tumbler marinator for steaks. That is what they put them in. 100. Yeah, what is mine? What the one I was working on? It was one I was working on was maybe a 50-pound capacity. Let me see if I can show and tell some of these damn pictures. Hold on one second. Let's see what we got here. I'm bouncing around. Hey, while I'm doing this, fire off your questions. Fire off your questions. I'm gonna weave in and out of this stuff, but you can fire off your questions. Like I said, with a lot of these while I'm syncing up the phone, with a lot of these manufacturers, you just have to man up and talk to these people. Man up and talk to them. It's as simple as that. There's so much fear. You guys, dude, this whole thing works off of communication. When you're not working off of communicating with these people, I mean, it's all downhill from there. All right, so thank you for this comment. All right, so you said, Mike, in one of your previous videos, you mentioned that you were going to be selling waterproof isomatic troubleshoot. Oh yeah. Oh damn, you guys are quick with that. Yeah. Oh, where is it? I got some in the truck. I need to sit down. Selling the isomatic troubleshooting guides. Dude, they can. All right, they can be available as soon as next week. What I'm going to do is one of the older techs from Isomatic, he devised a slide rule troubleshooting guide for the old ice machines and for the new. But the material that Isomatic printed out the slide rules in are delicate, so they get creased real easy. They get damaged by water, and so my thought process was to just have them printed in a sturdier plastic, a sturdier vinyl, and it's just a matter of so they riveted together. So it's just like you had these little slide rules as a child. For those of us from the, was that the 60s and the 70s, 60s, 70s, and probably some of you that were born in the 80s. When we were in school, we had these like paper slide rules, and I just need to take it to Office Depot, Office Max, FedEx, Kinko's, and remove the rivets, have them copy it front and back, and then I would actually just have to take an X-Acto knife to each and every one of them and cut out. So like I only need to cut out like two slots, and then the middle piece goes in and it slides through. Because even with me, like I said, I have to treat these things so dainty. Like I gotta be real careful with them. And I think my contribution would be to make it out of a water resistant plastic vinyl type of material, and it's just a matter of going. So I think you guys would be interested in that. And then some of the Manitowoc stuff. Like True, years ago, Mike Hurd gave me some laminated True tech stuff where it was just like phone numbers. Yeah, I know, but it's just like he says no hurry. But I know if you guys don't stay on me, I'll never do it. It'll be like the book where I just don't freaking finish it. So I need to do it. I said, here's some stuff like this type of plastic. This type of plastic is perfect. And Scale X Pro, who does my ice machine filters, and they do combi steam oven filters and stuff like that. You know, they just had this run off at a FedEx Kinko's, and you would I would do this in maybe even a white or a light sky blue color, and then you just take an X-Acto knife, and I would just cut out the slots. Have you guys seen the that sliding isomatic tech guide? So it's just a matter of that, like run it off. It like so. Hey, here's another one. This is from Frymaster. Here's another one. Same thing. This you can have ice machine cleaner on your hands, water, everything else, and it's not going to damage the slide rule. But that the slide rule that they have, it just gets so creased up. It gets creased up, and it just I can only imagine how it would do for some of you guys that are like new in the field. But yeah, you guys would need like what do you guys need, like phone numbers or something? A list of phone numbers for the different manufacturers to call, or for their tech lines, or error codes or something like that. Maybe some kind of like little, maybe some like little quick reference guide that you guys would need with the Isomatic, Scotsman, Hoshizaki, and then hell now even True, for whatever the hell True got going on. And then you guys saw some of the other stuff. There's not IBC, but some of the other brands of ice machines. Because because you got Istro. Istro gave me, well, all of these I can get there, tech guys. I believe I have them. I believe I have all of their reference guides and everything like that. So some of their latest and greatest or something like that. It wouldn't include anything like this. You wouldn't need something like that, but you would just need like a real quick reference guide. Something that when you walk up, you'll know what these error codes are as soon as you walk up on a unit. Something like that. But hell, everybody's, like I said, this material is readily available, because this is Istro, readily available at every FedEx, Kinko, and all that. And they have this in different colors. And it would be resistant to ice machine cleaner. So guys in the field need something like that. I don't know where that damn slide rule is at. Do you guys know what I'm talking about with the Isomatic slide rule? Because Isomatic is playing games. Hold on, let me go into it. Isomatic is playing freaking games. Hold on 1 second, let me add this. We're going to go in there real freaking quick. Hold on. Yeah, just the same old Pensacola, Florida. And it's the same thing, since we're talking about money. Isomatic is already going to have the number set up. And then, just so you guys know, 90% of the time, you're going to have to make a second trip when this stuff is warranty. So all of that is already set up for you to do your second trip. You're going to put in the mileage and all that fun stuff. So they typically have it broken down where the first trip is under a diagnostic fee. And in the second trip, that's why you charge the travel time. That's what covers your second trip. No matter if you go 3, 4 times, 15, 20 damn times, you are charging the manufacturer, you are charging a customer, if it's a COD, for your time to drive to them. Not only are you charging the travel time to drive to them, or your employee to drive to them, but you're also going to charge the mileage to drive to them. So those are 2 additional charges that you're putting on there. Why? Because you have to cover your vehicle. You have to cover the wear and tear on your vehicle. You're going to charge for mileage on the vehicle, and then you have to cover the employee's costs. You have to start thinking about what you would do if you had an employee, how you would operate if you had an employee, even if you don't, because you're never going to have an employee if you don't cover the costs. What if you wanted to pick up an employee tomorrow? You're not going to be able to take care of that employee because you can't cover that cost. All right, I am going to drop this. So as you can see, Isomatic is playing games. I don't see anything here listed. Nada, zip, zilch. I did have people asking me about training. Like I said, a lot of this training is going to start. It's going to kick up after Thanksgiving. So let me cancel both of those. Yeah. Hold on one second. Hold on. I got a party horn for you. I just moved my thing over to the side. Hold on one second. Well, and there is a DJ party horn. I don't know where the hell it is. No, not that one. I'd have to work on it. I have to work on it for you. But yeah, when it comes to charging these manufacturers, you're not reinventing the wheel. This stuff is already there. One of the major issues that every single person that has been talking to me has told me they have received outrageous service call fees from these large organizations that have service vans, that have warehouses, office staff, parts clerk, administrative assistants, HR departments. All of that stuff costs money. And they are billing these manufacturers actually higher than they would a COD. Which leaves these manufacturers out there saying, hey, we need to investigate some other options out there. And guess what? If it wasn't for me, there'd be no other option. I've brought you guys in this whole new crop of individuals that now know that it is a possibility. It is probable, and that you could be successful running your own company, right? On the commercial side. So what we got going on here. And check this, guys. And Jacob, put a link to your channel in the chat. You have a wrench, you can do that. And so he said, thank you. No applause necessary. Oh, I got plenty of other stuff. I got some other stuff. But you did fix the hell out of 2 South Bend ovens today. Yo, yeah, I had the and I got a South Bend. I got a South Bend too. Funny story about that, right? Funny. We're normally used to this kind of activity on the residential side. People get all excited, and at the last minute, they turn on the oven, and the oven doesn't work. On the commercial side, with these large kitchens even some of these mid-sized kitchens, they might have 4 ovens, 6 convection ovens. Well, 4 ovens or 2 ovens and 2 combi ovens, and they might rely on just maybe 1 or 2 ovens the majority of the year. And now when they're doing special events and things of that nature, and they really need to crank out large quantities of food, they're turning on all these other ovens. And the other ovens aren't working. So the phone calls have been coming in. They most certainly have been coming in. It's the parts. It's the parts, which is why I told you guys you really need to investigate who has parts locally. You guys have been rah-rah shish kumbah on, oh God, Amazon. I no longer can fault you. I myself am now ordering through Amazon. And what I have found is there really aren't that many suppliers that are giving me next day prime shipping on these parts. I'm finding that it's still like a 5-day wait with no option for like upping. No option. All right, there's his link. I'm going to pin it to the top of the chat so you can get to it. And anybody who wants to come up and ask questions, copy that. Anybody who wants to come up and ask questions, there's the link, right? Jacob's link is pinned to the chat. So you can always access that. Check out his videos, where you can check out some polished videos, because I'm just doing Blair Witch style videos. All right. Run and gun with the phone. Where the hell's my damn phone at? Oh, I got it plugged up. Run and gun. Here's my iPhone 1. Some people like to fuck with me on. Here's my iPhone 1. Hold on one second. Okay. Ah, damn. Hold on one second. Here's my freaking iPhone 1. All right, you happy? Fun fact, I damaged my iPhone 2 or 3 times a year. We drop phones from great heights. Things fall on them, smash them. And the number one issue I have with iPhone is that I kill the battery. I always kill the battery. So I usually invest in the insurance, and at least every year, every other year or sooner, I end up swapping my phone out. So I usually end up with a new phone, even if it's like a series behind. I just had to, they won't give me a newer phone under that insurance plan, but it's still it's not a used phone, it's still a new phone. If you if you follow what I'm saying. Yo, Patrick Young, what's happening?
Being involved and being active on his YouTube channel. Well, welcome back.
All right, so enough of that rambling. But yeah, on the money thing, you guys have to start charging. Being afraid and thinking that you're lowballing so that you can gain customers. Bruh, fun fact, you're only cheating yourself. There is
no one else.
And the answer is no, there is no one else. There is no one else. I was talking with a brother today, and he was like, oh yeah, maybe some guy, a cheap guy in a truck. Like, bruh, what cheap guy in a truck is going to be able to, most guys aren't going to be able to work on even convection ovens, right? What they end up experiencing is the elements. If it's an electric, the elements are $1,000. The oven, the convection oven, the convection fan motor itself is going to run you damn near $1,000. That's not what the cheap guy out there on the street. You're going to run into that on the residential. You're not going to run into that on the commercial. Operating over here takes money. It takes a lot of money. And you're not going to cheap. Only thing you're going to find if you try to cheap your way through this business is you're going to find yourself out of business. You're going to find yourself, just like the brother was saying today. He's like, oh, I said, hey, he said, oh man, I got to go back on over there. I said, look, every time you go somewhere, you better be like, one of these fashion photographers. You better be, photo down. You take all kind of angles. You take pictures of power connections, just any and everything, because you can delete it. You're no longer paying 5 cents or 25 cents a photo. You're not worried about running out of Polaroids. All right. It is completely free. You can delete the photos when the job is done. Right. You can get a free Google Drive. You can get a free Dropbox account. There's a number of free accounts, and you could dump your photos in there. When you're done, you just delete it. And my suggestion is wait a while before you delete them. Oh shoot, what the hell was I gonna say to you guys? Damn. All right, help me out here. What the hell was I gonna say to you guys? I went to go pull up. I got this thing on the screen. Shoot. Hold on. I got this damn thing on the screen. Hold on one second. I don't know. I didn't. Washer, Speed Queen, washer. Let me see here. 40-pound install. We'll just do this while I'm rambling. Where's the video? Where is? Oh no. Let me just do an 80. I think an 80 will be a lot easier. Let's see what we got here. So one of the things I'm discussing. Oh, yeah. One of the things I'm discussing is, like I said, about money. You guys need to charge more. You're not covering even your basic cost. So if you're charging enough, it's going to cover you spending the time. When you go, you need to only go one. Yes. When you go out. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. Parts on Amazon. Thank you. Parts on Amazon. Yeah, $200. Yeah, you need to be more than $200. But I'm gonna keep all these in the chat, and we're gonna address that. Here's the thing. When you go out, you need, and I'm gonna try to tie all this together. You need to have a full picture when you're not there. When you're not there, you need to be able to reference anything. If that customer calls up and says, yeah, let's go ahead and replace this unit, you need to be able to look at your pictures. You need to be able to look at your video, and you need to know, hey, what kind of power supply did this thing have? Is this single phase? Is this 3-phase? Is this 220? Is this 208? Is this 440? What kind of power are we dealing with incoming? What size base is it? Measure like they said, the new foundation and the isolation pad. You need to know everything. Even what kind of height are you working with? Is there something above the unit, which there shouldn't be? Is there something hanging down? What do we need to know? What kind of drainage do they have? Is it a trough drain? Is it a box? Is it above ground box drainage system? Let me show you that. Laundry box. Can you install a laundry box drain system? Where the hell is this at? Hold on a second. Oh, now that this is going to come into play. So if the customer says, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and yeah, let me go ahead and fix that door lock, and let me go ahead and oh, there's a box. There's a drain. They call it a drain trough. My bad. Benefits of a laundry drain trough. So these are the boxes. That's a better look right there. Uh-oh. So you're gonna need to be able to reference this stuff. Is there enough room for this? Is there enough room for that? Right? Is there enough room? But if you charge enough, if the customer does not want to pay your fee, fuck them. It's as simple as that. Guess what? You are the lowest guy on the totem pole. You are the guy you are the cheap guy in the truck. Right? Time and time again, I keep telling you guys, you don't have a girl answering your phones. You don't have $1,000 data entry system. You're not paying $16,000 for XOI every year per technician. It's over $1,000 a month. And I said, okay, can I pay for that monthly? They said, no. I got to pony up with a check for $12,000 every year to use the system that all the other major companies are using. That's like per technician. Per technician. That isn't insurance. That isn't, bruh. That's not training. That's just a system where you can track your van out there, where the technician is taking pictures and it's being logged into the XOI system, bruh. It's wild. It's wild, the amount of stuff that you need. And going back to parts on Amazon, bruh, if you take the pictures, you're then going to be able to order your stuff on Amazon. When I go and I order on Amazon, very, very rarely do I find Prime shipping. Most of the parts they're talking about like 5 days. They're talking about 3 to 5 days shipping with no option for me to do Amazon Prime. Fun fact, most of the parts, when they've been refrigeration or hot side, those parts have come from Parts Town. I open the box up, I look at the label, and it's got the R2D2 barcoding and all that stuff from Parts Town. It's got all of that. So the equipment that I've been ordered, the stuff that has not the equipment, but the components that I've ordered that have not been from Parts Town, I have not had any issue with it. These are customers that I go back to over and over again. What I keep trying to tell you, these customers that you're going to have on the commercial side, you're going to go to them over and over and over again. There is no one else coming. You are the person. Someone else might come for the Hobart mixer. Someone else might come for the Hobart dishwasher. Someone else might come for the walk-in. Maybe someone else comes for the ice machine, right? But whatever it is that you're working on, they're primarily going to call you back for that unit. So when I do the oven stuff and I'm ordering those parts on Amazon, I have not had any problem, whether it's for Star Manufacturing, Blodgett. I've not US Range. I have not had any problems off any of those components. All right, All Points doesn't want me telling you that. Parts Sound doesn't want me telling you that. And actually, I'm going to be ordering some stuff. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but so Zorro is owned by Grainger. So Zorro called me. I have an account with Zorro. So it's free to have these accounts set up. Sometimes you can't find this stuff on Amazon. And then I have different options with Zorro, and they have, like, I'm ordering my Amana stuff. What can they help me out with? Amana. Now this is not, I'm not signed in, but this is Amana. There's a magnetron right there. There's the fuses. There's the control board. And there we go. Here is the commercial Amana microwave. Now, of course, I'm not signed in. Here's the diode. It's another magnetron. So they have all the parts. Fun fact, a lot of suppliers will sell commercial Amana parts. A lot of people, mainly because they're using some of the same stuff on all these things. But 34 pages of Amana things. 34 pages of Amana parts and actual equipment, blower motors. So I am going to track down the other components that I'm looking for that Amana Menu Master for that drink shop. It's a nationwide chain drink shop. And I'm actually going to end up ordering the parts from here. And what do I have here? I have my option of, oh yeah, there we go. Man, I got my option in shipping and everything else. I don't know why it says episode 5 too. Update. And let me see. Let me add something to the cart. And let's see. Let's add the magnetron. Yeah, it says delivery by December 2nd. Check out as a guest. And see right here. Oh, yeah, you guys can see right there. It's talking about shipping is free because it was over a certain dollar amount. Now, I'm not logged in. And then once I enter in my information, let's see here. Let me see. All right, box 720. Delivery method, yeah, free ground. They're only giving me free ground. Damn it. They're only giving me free ground. But anyway, so it's free. But if I went and I need to sign in. If I signed in, I'd have some other options. And it's not just Zorro. I have the option for Zorro. I've got damn, I can't think of these other names. Is it O's or O's or something? Hold on one second. HVAC parts. Let me see if they even have it. I can't think of this. I can never think of this freaking company. No one will fess up as to who the hell owns this damn part house, but whoever they are, they have every damn part under the sun. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I do Hoshizaki auger motor parts. And let me see if they come up. They should come up. They're in Pennsylvania, I believe, and they are kind of worrisome because they have a full service team and they will call your ass. They call the hell out of you. If you put something in your cart and you decide not to buy it, or you just don't pick it up, you just don't buy it, their salespeople are going to call you the next damn day. And they are going to renegotiate. They're going to renegotiate the damn parts. Parts FSP, I told you about this before. This is all points. They deny it. It all depends on who the hell I get on the phone. And then they'll tell me that they're some of them will tell me that they're all points. And some of them say, oh, no, that's a different company. Kiss my ass. I know who the hell you are. I know who the hell you are. Sometimes the parts will come with a Partstown label. But this one, it is Hoshizaki. Hold on. So I hope you're paying attention to this stuff. I vouch for every single one of these people. I vouch for these damn parts houses. They don't steal your money. They deliver the item. It is good parts. Auger motor parts. Man, I can't believe this. Oh, and see, it's saying Zorro has it. Zoomy, there it is. Zoomy. I just saw it. All right. So here is so Zorro, see, has the gear motor. I call them an auger motor. They have it for the Hoshizaki. This, of course, is a much larger one. And of course, your parts are going to be at a lower cost when you sign up. So you do have to sign up. It is free to sign up with any of these people. Oh, and then we got Service Master too. Forgot about Service Master. Let me go back. Okay. There is Zoomy. And once again, Zorro is owned by Granger. It's so hard to keep track of these fucking people, man. I swear to you, it's so hard to keep track of them. So hard. Yo, yeah, so hard. Jake's Repair Service, what's happening? All right, and I'm gonna shift gears from this in just 1 second, and I'm gonna move on to the next thing. Trying to address all of this stuff really quick. Anyway, so it's free to sign up. You get parts discounts all the time. See, before I go, they'll take off 3% off the item. You'll get an even bigger discount. See, you'll get an even bigger discount. They have all kind of financing options. 0% APR. This is Google Pay. Shop Pay is actually Google Pay. See more payment options. So you got a number of things. So you can use your credit card. You can use other financing. There it is. So Shop Pay, PayPal, Google Pay, Venmo. Oh, so Shop Pay is different from Google Pay. I thought it was the same thing. Venmo financing. So if you do feel a little iffy about it until you get comfortable with it, you could use any one of the financing options. Make sure, even if you're going to use a financing option, make sure you have the customer pay in advance. Anything can happen. Parts can get lost. Parts can come damaged. Make sure you get that damn money. Customers change their mind. You have these, let me make myself big. You have these damn eco warriors. So who these freaking eco warriors are these people that don't want the equipment to end up in a landfill. And so they'll sing you a song and a dance. They'll pay you a service call fee for you to come out. And they say, oh, yeah, okay, well, we'll go ahead and get it fixed. She's like, yeah, for that kind of stuff, we're going to need to take this out of here, take it to the shop. We're going to need to fix it. And it's like, all right, yeah, cool, do that. And then they'll pay you money to remove it. You'll fix it. And then when you call them and say, okay, we're done with it, they say, oh, you know what? We went another direction and we end up getting another unit, blah, blah, blah. And you keep that one. Maybe you could sell it. Give it a new home. And you're like, you're like, dude, that ain't the point. I'm gonna break even or lose money trying to sell. And then who knows how long it's gonna take you to sell the damn unit. I'm in the 4th largest market in the country, and it's still extremely difficult to sell certain items. Used. It is very difficult because you have to fit the dimensions of the item have to fit where the people that want it want to go, and it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. But anyway, did anybody need links to any of these part houses? Zoomy, Zorro, any of this other stuff? Yeah, and they sell AC stuff. Like a Mana, cooling fan. Oh shoot, this is gonna give me a different type of. Oh, see, Look at that. They went from 3%. Now they're talking about $5 off your first order. If you put in your information, they're going to call you. Amana microwave. See, they got microwaves. Amana microwave high limit. It's always going to be on a different damn. See, so they have all the Amana. So all these different number of vendors, they have parts. I am able, let me see here. Yeah, of course they're saying these are for the Amana AC units. Oh, let me see here. Where's the shipping? Anyway, you guys get the idea. And I didn't even go with I'm not wearing a t-shirt right now. I'm not wearing the hat, but what is that? Service Master? Service Master Pro or something like that. And we can we can move from this at any time. Since I'm on this rant, I wanted to hit you with this. Is this Service Pro? Damn it. Hold on. Commercial. Damn, what the hell? I normally wear their t-shirts and everything else. Parts online. All points. Webstron. Yeah, Webstron has parts too. There's parts FSP. There's Tundra. Oh man, hold on one second. Let me see. Let's take a vote. Let's take a vote. Oh damn, you guys couldn't see that too well. Service Titan, is that what it is? Is Service Titan? Okay. All right. This is a good question because that is what this channel is all about. Transitioning from residential to commercial. You have everything that you need as far as knowing how to use a meter, knowing which tools to use. You'd be surprised how much of a major hurdle that is for people. Is it Service Titan? Hold on. No, it's not Service Titan. No, it's not Service Titan. You guys got a second? I'm gonna run to my bedroom real quick and let me pull this stuff out of my damn closet. You got a second? Put a 1 in the chat if you got a second for me to get to that. Otherwise, I'll move on to something else. Let me pull up these photos. All right, I got the photos up. Okay. All right. You guys want to see that real quick? All right. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. Just so you know, yeah, Thermo King is out there. They got their own trucks, their own parts, their own everything. Everything, everywhere. All right. 1 second. All right. I'm back. Oh, I am back. It is called Trademaster. That's what it is. Trademaster. All right, let me drop this. Trademaster. So you were close, but it's Trademaster. There it is. Supply House LLC, also known as what they do for us is called Trademaster. So there it is. There we go. And Lion Power, hold on, keep holding on. I'll get to you in 1 minute, but you do need to take notes on the different part suppliers out there that are online, because you do need to know where to get your parts from. So some of this stuff you're going to get it from the manufacturer. Other times you're going to want to order from these other guys. So it is supplyhouse.com. They're another one. They'll call and hound you. See, I was showing compressors. That was my last search. Oh yeah, that's what I had used. I had used Supply House. So this is who I use. They'll join for free. You're gonna get free shipping, lower prices, blah blah blah, free returns. There's no credit check, no nothing. It's just a COD account. They're gonna send you they might just send you a free T-shirt and a free hat. I usually wear the shirt on all the streams. For some reason, they sent me 2 care packages. So I end up with 2 hats. I end up with 2 T-shirts and all this other stuff. All this marketing material that they gave me right here. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, they got 2,000 compressors. My guy Nomar. So he's got compressors. Amana. Microwave. Yeah, see? So they also have, So now we finally found somebody who has Amana microwave parts on back order. Although these are aftermarket, these are Supco. So this is the first one that has some Supco stuff. Amana, let me see what they got with high limit. Okay. All right. So they do. That one is. And they are leaning more towards the AC side. Oh, but anyway, you're gonna need parts, man. One thing that they do have, they got fittings, packs, and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys do end up getting involved with doing installs, removals, that kind of stuff, and you need supplies, and you don't want to run to Home Depot, you don't want to order from Home Depot, Supply House is also able to help you out with this kind of stuff. Plumbing, electrical, maybe there's capacitors, there's some motors. Yeah. Let me see what they got with there's contactors. Yeah. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let me see what they got. Some I primarily use 110 and 220 volt contactors. Okay. So this is not bad. $15 for a Packard. They charge way more than $15 in my market. Yo, what's up? So like I said, you need to keep your eyes open, and you can look for a number of different suppliers. And like I said, they're doing free shipping. You send them your tax exempt form and everything else like that. And so now you're not running out to the part house. You're getting the part at a lower cost than the part house will sell it to you. You don't have to wait in line at the part house. You don't have to ask your wife to go to the part house. You don't have to ask your girlfriend to go to the part house. You don't have to ask your wife and your girlfriend to go to the part house. You go over there. You ain't got to ask either one of them. You ain't got to. You could just say, forget both of y'all. I'm just gonna order this online because neither one of y'all acting right. So I'm just gonna order the damn thing online, and that's something you can do. Forget them both. Just get y'all and order that shit online. Anyway, so all right, so we're done with these parts. Blah 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 blah. Let me see here. Oh, so we got the Amazon thing covered, and then Amazon and then the rest of this stuff, because Amazon You can find the parts on Amazon, but you're not going to be able to find them as a next day, same day, because that's some of the nice stuff. I've gotten parts from Amazon same day. Same day. I go and I look at it 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. They've delivered it to me by 11 in the afternoon, 1 in the afternoon. Amazing. Amazing when they're able to do that. But if that's not available for next day, same day, I start looking. I start looking elsewhere. All right. So those are some of the things, and the quality on Amazon, I have had zero complaints. Now, Patrick Young is talking about is $200 for the service call fee and $200 per hour no longer the standard. There is no standard. There's no such thing as a standard. So what everyone does is they break down their rates. So if you were watching earlier, what guys do is, like I said, they charge for the travel time. Not only do they charge for the time the guy is sitting behind the wheel, so that's one rate. The van gets to charge a rate, so you charge the actual mileage fee on top of that, whether it's going to be $1, $1.25, $1.50, I'm at $3.50 as COD, and then I'm just charging the straight. I'll charge like 180, 160 per hour on the drive. And then I am on the quick stuff, I'm 280. Yeah, I'm 285. I'm still 285 an hour on the quick stuff. So if I'm only going to be there like an hour, I'm charging like hour 15 minutes. I'm charging 285 plus the time to drive there and all other stuff. And then you add on the credit card, the 4% convenience fee, or is it 3%? Whatever the max is, I charge that. So you charge the convenience fee. I still have not charged the administration fee on there, but essentially what everybody's doing is death by 1,000 cuts. But Patrick Young, there is no $200 per hour standard fee. No one has a standard fee. When you're doing a call for the manufacturers, it's a much lower rate, but you have to charge for every single thing, every single mile, the time that people's butts are in the seats, all that gets charged to the factory because they are a manufacturer. The number crunchers want everything. And so if you want your $285 an hour, you're going to get your $285 an hour. No one ever speaks it, right? They don't ever say, they don't ever cluster it. When you talk to guys that, oh yeah, we charge 110, 120, whatever. These motherfuckers are charging 110 or 120 per hour for per guy that's in the van. Then they're charging administration fees on top of it. They're charging the credit card fee. They're charging a fee for the invoice. Like I said, they charge for paper clips, every paper clip, that damn invoice is long as hell. It is crazy. It is crazy. And then they don't give a damn about the fact that they've, doubled, tripled, and quadrupled the damn price of the part. But if they're using electrical tape, they're charging for the entire roll of electrical tape. If they're using Wagos, they're going to charge for the entire pack of Wagos. They're not operating as you think that they are. So it's a whole nother level. But it's something that people have no other option. They're used to it because there is no one else. Corporate America has successfully choked off everyone else. So you either get in line or get out the way, because they're chopping off heads. right? As these older guys are retiring, as I told you guys today, with the last video, the dishwashers I'm putting in, those are going to last until I'm 70. These are the last units. This is my retirement phase. This is my old man phase. Every combi ovens go through a lot of expansion and contraction. They really don't last 20 years. You'll be lucky if you get about 7 or 10 out of them. But convection ovens, you can get 20 years out of a convection oven. So when I install those, that's like the end, right? I'm gonna be servicing that damn combi oven from now until I'm 70. And I can fix it. The commercial dishwashers, I'll be servicing those until the end. The commercial laundry, I'll be servicing those until the end. I'm 50, so 20 years from now, I'm gonna be 70. You really think I'm gonna be swinging a wrench when I'm in my 70s? Should have a transition plan in place well before I'm freaking 70. Just saying. Sir Anthony was saying, I was talking about billing before I asked about Isomatic. Yep. Hey, good to see you there.
Being involved and being active on his YouTube channel. Well, welcome back.
And thank you for contributing to the channel. I see you. Is the mileage rate and the travel time the same? No, that's what I keep telling you. The mileage rate and the travel time are not the same thing on anybody's form. Travel time is just that. It's time. That is one line item. You are charging the hourly rate for that person to sit in there. And if it's 2 people, then it's times 2. Everything gets billed. Everything gets billed. You're talking about items that are $20, $30, $40, $50, $60,000. When I was at Chipotle today, the girl was like, "Oh, this clamshell grill is $85,000." So I'm like, no shit. The store is making $1 million a month. What do you think? They're using toaster ovens? No, they use real freaking equipment. It takes money to make money. And that goes for you too. It takes money to make money. If you're nickel and dime in this bullshit, that's what you're going to be. You're going to be nickel and dime. You're going to be putting the nails in your own coffin. You have to charge, and you have to stand on it. That's why I keep telling you guys, you need to know what the hell your costs are, because you need to be able to tell these people, "Hey man, I talk to them until they say no mas, and I hit them again, I hit them even more, I hit them even harder, right? No, motherfucker. I got insurance to pay for my life, for my health. I have insurance to pay on the damn vehicle. I have all type of insurance products I have to pay. Motherfucker, you are the one that's responsible for paying those fucking things. You want me to show up? You want me to come out and have a freaking cape and show up and just have all the answers and shit? Well, you moron, that costs money for me to have the answers. It costs money. I have to take time out. I have to go to training. Even if I just go ahead and look at it in a book, guess what? I got to take time out to look at it in a book. You're never going to be effective if you're trying to learn at the moment that you are there with the unit. It kills your time. You're not going to be as productive. You need to start churning out these calls, right? Yeah. So what if you bill them for 7 hours, but were you able to go ahead and finish? Because when you're able to go ahead and add on those parts and everything else, charge for those Wagos, charge for every freaking thing else, all that starts to add up. But if you're sitting there looking at manuals and shit and calling around people, and no. Because the way I tell you guys to do this stuff is the way you're going to be profitable. Right? You're not going to be profitable just trying to wing it. You're not going to be profitable. You try to do this stuff your own way. Go with God, my child. Do it your own way. When you come to your senses, I'll be over here. I've been here for years, and I'll still be here when you come to your senses. Jake's. All right. Let me see here. Yep, Granger. Yeah. Granger has premium prices. That's why you go with Zorro. Zorro does not. Zorro is Granger, and because Granger has also called me. Granger has gotten on the phone with me. He's like, hey, man, we're doing wonderful things with our pricing, and we're matching and all this other stuff. And they are right. They are right. It has been more than a few times where I have gone to Granger, and they have the square, the box fans, and they were cheaper than everybody else, and Granger had them in stock. Hold on a second. Let me show you. Granger 24 volt fan. Look at that. Let me make it big. Let me make it big for everybody. And this is Granger. $30 for Dayton is their brand. Look at this. This bearing condenser fan motor, $39. And usually they're going to have it in stock. And so these are the 24 volt. And if they don't have it in stock, they'll tell you which other store in the market's got it and blah, blah, blah. See, here's another one. This is a 24 volt. Now that's a little $74. That's $74, which is still going to be cheaper than what you're going to find at Parts Town and everybody else, because everybody else is charging like $100-something for these damn fans when they should be $9. They should be $12. But look at this. Look at this. It is a 12 volt DC fan motor, $23. And that is Granger. That is fucking Granger, man. And this is not the only thing that they have dropped their prices on. People call me. We shoot the shit. And they tell me, the women, they whisper sweet nothings in my ear, and I go in there and check it out. And it's, they got some nice stuff going on. They do have some nice stuff happening. And it's in stock. It is in stock. Like I said, open up all these accounts. I know it takes a minute. Oh, yeah, they got a Mana stuff, too. There's a Mana Menu Master. Well, because they're Zorro and they got the other stuff, too. A Mana Element. I don't know why I didn't think to look for that. Ooh, okay. Let me see what that is. This isn't a Mana, but whatever. This is for my dishwashers, my low temp, the heat sustainers. Okay. Interesting. I never knew. Ooh, there's my high temp heating element. These are made by Chromalox. Oh, that is okay. You learn something new every day. You learn something new every freaking day. I'd have to check the size. Huh. Holy shit. No. That's the wrong. I don't want that one. Hold on. I don't want that one. Anyway, I'm okay. This is something I'm gonna. Something. It's 3,000. 220. Yeah, I think it's about that. Yeah. Oh, that's not the right one. It's going to take me some searching to find for my high temp dishwashers, the heating element. The heating elements are made by Chromalox, and maybe they have their own line Yeah, you see, they use on Ream and some other stuff. All I have to do is match up the wattage. So I have all the information that I need. Match up the wattage and the voltage and the length. All right, man. I know you did that a hot minute ago. I'll catch you later, man. Now, Lion of Power. Now, what I teach everybody, are you still here, Lion of Power? Put a 1 in the chat if you're still here. Yes, it's a tax exempt form. You are tax exempt. Okay, good. Perfect. So this is all going to tie in with you. Universal tax resale, tax exempt form. So anyway, you are selling parts, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not. You are selling parts. Therefore, you need to go down to your local municipality and you would get a tax resale form. They would then issue you can do it online or you can go in person. They will then issue you a number. You use that number with Home Depot, you use that number with Lowe's, you use that number with Menards, you use that number with Ace Hardware, Zorro, Isomatic, Scotsman, Hoshizaki, anyone who you are buying from. Anyone who you are buying from, you give them that form. And you do not pay sales tax at your point of purchase because you are charging the customer sales tax on the part, not on the labor, on the part only. And then you fill out your taxes and you pay them quarterly with your local municipality. And then you in turn then pay them whatever sales tax on items that you have sold. As I was explaining to someone else, you might be buying Wagos and things like that. So you buy the whole bag. You buy the $50 worth of Wagos. You don't pay any sales tax from Zorro. You don't pay any sales tax from Home Depot or Lowe's. If you're buying a whole unit, you're only paying for what you have to charge the customer for. So your electrical tape, when you're buying that, you're not paying sales tax on that. When you're buying your parts, the heating elements, you're not paying any sales tax until you actually are using that on a sale. When your repair is a sale. And so then you pay back whatever you've collected from your customer back to your local city. And so every state's got their little section. So mine is over here. And then I put down my number. And then you would then fill this form out to whoever the hell you're buying from. They're going to give you all the information, what you need to fill out. And then they don't charge you any tax on the things that you pay, the things that you're buying. You only pay sales tax when you complete your stuff. So if you don't sell the items that you have bought your parts for 5 years, you don't pay the sales tax to the city or the state, to your municipality, for 5 years. When you finally use that part 5 years down the road and you put in your sales tax, you charge the customer the $100, $300, $200 in sales tax. That in turn then goes to the municipality when you make the sale. Now, So that is tax exempt. This is a universal one. Each state has their own. I typically am going to use the universal one because then you don't have to worry about, like I'm in Illinois and in Texas. So I don't have to worry about each individual one. I could just do one. Now, so this goes to you, Lion-O, Lion of Power. You're gonna want to do this, right? You're gonna want to go ahead and get your tax exemption. You're gonna want to go ahead and pay for your business license. You're gonna want to go ahead and get your business checking account. You can go with any number of online companies. Hold on one second. Let me do this one with you. Hold on one second. You can go with real banks. You can go with like PayPal. PayPal, you can write checks, and PayPal you can take pictures of the checks. Let me see here. I got a whole thing. I don't know what the hell I did with it. I typically don't do like Cash App as a business thing, but you have. Hold on one second, because I have a. You do a. Oh, hold on one second. Hold on. I have a list. I have a list of financial institutions that you can use. That you can use for your business. That you can do that are online only. This is very strange that I can't find this. Huh. Okay, here's some. Chime. You can do Chime. PayPal Business. And there are, oh man, I try to sign up with as many different banks as possible. So it makes it easier when I'm depositing money. So yeah, Chime, but here in Texas, we got Frost. Damn. I typically like to go with Citibank. The reason why I go with Citibank, I'm sorry, Chase. I'm sorry, strike that. Chase. I typically go with Chase because Chase operates everywhere. The benefit of going with a large company like Chase is a lot of other people are also using Chase. So you'll get your money either right then and there, or you'll get your money as soon as the next day. Unless the economy and the stock market is doing some wonky stuff, Chase usually will release those funds from that person same time. Now, when you open up a Chase business account, they're going to charge you like about $15 a month. If you go with the online Chase Personal, like a checking free account, that will nullify that $15 from Chase Business or something like that. And you look into it, but there's some benefits to doing that. And you could also, Lion, do you do your own? Do you have payroll? Do you have payroll? So it's very important that you handle your own payroll. So you could do ADP. ADP is extremely easy to work with. I have a guy, if you guys want to know the guy's information, you can do that. But ADP It's very, very simple to set up. They handle all the taxes for you, and even the state taxes if you have state taxes. You just input your labor, right? You input the labor. If it's salary, you input the salary. So okay, I'm going to pay myself 1,000 or 2,000 this week, and then yeah, I know you're solo. I'm talking about, do you pay yourself? Because you still need to pay yourself. So if you're paying yourself, you could use ADP, and they have all kind of programs where they'll like you use it, and then they'll give you like a month free or whatever. So you could do it however you want to. You could pay yourself every week, bi-weekly, or monthly. And you can also change it. You can adjust it. So maybe this pay period you only want to pay yourself $1,000, and so you go ahead and do that. Now the taxes and everything will automatically be taken out. So let's just say you do this. You submit the information on Tuesday. They will take the money out of your bank account Tuesday. Tuesday night or Wednesday. And then boom, put it, like if you're using Chase, so you pay out of your Chase business, whatever business account you got, you pay out of that business account, and then all your taxes and stuff will be taken out. ADP will go ahead and pay FICA and all that, Social Security. They're going to pay all that stuff. And then they're going to take the state and everything else like that, insurance, unemployment insurance, all that stuff. They'll do that. And then, boom, you'll have your paycheck. If you're paying it on Tuesday night, you're going to have your paycheck Wednesday. You'll have it Wednesday morning. So you do it like by 10 o'clock at night or by midnight or whatever. You wake up 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, your money is in your Chase personal account. All right, so that's where I say you want to have the business and the personal, and you can do that with Capital One. It's a number of banks you could do that with, and so, boom! Now you'll have your own W-2. You now have pay stubs that you can show lending institutions for vehicles, for your home. For your kids' college tuition, to show how much you earn or don't earn, and it's all up to you. So if you want to claim, you want to pay yourself $500 a week, so be it. You want to pay yourself $2,000 a week, so be it. You want to pay yourself $2,000 this pay period, $500 the next period. It's completely up to you. But now your taxes are all covered. Everything is done. Everything is done, and you could just file your taxes like a regular person. Oh, see, people didn't like this kind of information. Guess it's not juicy enough for you. Anyway, now what is the next thing we need to address? Hit me. Come on, chat. Hit me. What's the next thing we need to cover? So we covered parts. We covered some of the money that you need to charge, why you're charging it, where you're charging it. So while I'm waiting on you guys to come up with the numbers. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the information. Glad you like it. While we're waiting on some more comments to come in, to reiterate the earlier stuff, the reason why you're charging more money than what you currently are doing, and I know you think I'm talking about just you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about like 6 damn people calling me about these damn crackhead ass service call fees that you guys are charging. You need to cut that shit out. Cut that shit out. You're hurting yourself. Stop it with the crackhead shit. I done told y'all. Cut that shit out. You guys are in all different states too. It's not like you guys are in the same state. Each and every one of you are in a different state, but you're still charging these damn They're not even crackhead prices. I think crackheads would charge more than what you guys are charging. It's ridiculous what you guys are charging. You're not even able to cover gas and like I said, everything is separate. Parking, tolls. I mean, some of you guys, if you are going through that, yeah, you would add that as a separate line item on your invoice. So yeah, you're going to charge them the service call fee. There is no free service call with repair. Get that shit out of your head. There is no free service call with repair. Put the fucking crack pipe down. Yeah, put that crack pipe down. Put it down. When the person, if they tell you that they don't want to pay the $200+ for you to come out, or if you want to break it down, then you tell them, yeah, you're 165 for actual diagnostic fee, you're another 150, 160 per hour in drive time, you're $3.50 a mile plus parking. You don't have to give them a freaking one number, right? You need to cover all of your costs. Put the needle down, put the fucking spoon down, put the foil away, put the lighter, kick the lighter away. All right, just kick the lighter away. You don't need that shit no more. You don't need nothing. Yeah, break that shit all the way down. Break that shit all the way down. And you guys, each and every one of you need a business. You need a business account. Everybody has a business account. You want to shop around for a business checking account that has the least amount of fees. The least amount of fees. So Sir Anthony says, I saved you some headaches. All right.
This guy gets it.
Because the distributor that I'm setting up a COD account with asks if you have a tax exempt on their online for. Everybody's going to ask it. The reason why everyone wants you to be tax exempt is because then they don't have to charge you taxes. Why do they not want? You're not the end user. You're not the end user. The manufacturer does not want to charge taxes. They don't want to deal with that shit. The distributor does not want to charge taxes. They don't want to deal with that shit. The dealers, right? They don't want to have to charge taxes to you. They don't want to deal with that shit. The end, Chicken Little effect, the end user is responsible for the taxes. The end user is responsible for the taxes. It ultimately falls on you. You're the one that pays for, you then pay to your municipality. Like my stuff is all online. I'm not going to go and log in on that, but I log in. It's quarterly. And then they ask me how much sales tax I collected, put that in, and then they just extract it from my bank account. So once again, you have a business bank account. You go ahead and add that bank account to your municipality, city, state, whatever the hell that you got for whatever state you're in, and then they just withdraw that money. And like I said, you just add up everything. So when you go to Lowe's, Home Depot, and you go ahead and buy Wagos, you don't pay any sales tax. When I go to Restaurant Depot, I don't pay any. I'm not supposed to pay any sales tax. I don't pay any sales tax. Gordon's, you don't pay any sales tax. When I go to, like I said, when I go to Home Depot, when I go to Lowe's, when I order from Baker, when I go to Hoshizaki, I don't pay any sales tax. That goes to the customer. That's the end. When I buy parts, I don't pay any sales tax. You pay that only once you complete a job. All right. When you go out and you're doing a repair, which is actually a sale. I know you guys don't like hearing it, but you're actually doing sales. I know.
This is it. I'm telling you, this is it.
You're actually doing a sale. Whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not, you're doing a sale. You're selling parts. You're doing a repair, you're selling parts. When you're doing a diagnostic, you're selling your knowledge. So go ahead and tie that whole thing back up. You're selling your knowledge. So line of power, you're going to charge a higher rate than what you think you're going to charge. The reason why you're charging a higher rate is, first of all, you got to pay for your damn phone. The phone itself, that goes into what your service call fee is. The service, you have to pay for that shit every month. That goes into the service call fee. You got to start adding that stuff up. Your vehicle, the tires, the oil, the gas, the brakes, windshields. You're going to have cracked windshields. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't give a damn what kind of armor light, bulletproof glass you got. That damn thing is going to get cracked. All right. You are not Tony Montana. Okay. You're going to bulletproof this. You're going to bulletproof that. You're going to bulletproof all that shit. It's still going to get cracked. Okay. Okay, Tony. Okay. Okay, man. It's going to get cracked, man. Just know. 600, 800. It's going to cost. It's going to cost. Fuck the Diaz brothers. It's going to cost you. Just know you need to put that cost of a new windshield into what you're gonna add all that shit up, then you're gonna break it down, and you're gonna break it down to 220 days. That's because you're gonna run at least one call a day. You're gonna need that bare minimum, plus what gas is gonna run you, all that kind of stuff. Your time needs to go in that. What else is gonna go in that? I keep beating a dead horse. Every time you guys go to training classes, every time you guys attend a training class online, you still had to pay for the damn laptop. You still had to pay for the damn computer. You still had to pay for electricity. Everything costs. None of this shit is free. These customers do not get a free ride. When you actually break everything down, you're going to end up in the $200 range. Just split that shit up. Tell a customer, hey, look, it's like we're charging like 160, 180 diagnostic fee. We're charging 130, 150 drive time to get to you. We're charging $3.50 a mile, or some of you guys are on the East Coast and it's going to be more. And then we're charging $25 or $50 parking fee. I even have to pay in downtown Houston because no one else wants to service downtown Houston because parking fees are blasphemy here. I end up having to charge, an additional like $25 as a standard parking fee for downtown Houston. I have not gotten any pushback yet. I actually need to raise it because there are a couple parking spots that are more than $25, but you get to park all day for the $50 or whatever the hell it is. But most places are going to be like $3 an hour or something like that. And sometimes I got to pay. I got to stop what I'm doing and go on the phone and pay all that kind of stuff. It's fun times. Now, keep me on track. What the hell else I got to talk? What the hell else I got to tell you about? What else we got to do? What else we got to cover? And until you guys chime in, like I said, you got to add up all your expenses, all your insurance products. If you're working out at home, if you have a storage, you need to set aside some of that money for that. Because everything has a cost. Everything has a cost. Hate to be all science fiction on you, but you're not just reaching into a pocket dimension, pulling shit out and using it and throwing the shit back in the pocket. You have to pay for wherever the hell your stuff is. If you're paying to park your vehicle in safety, That should cost. Even if you're going to park your thing at your house, you need to charge yourself a fee. You need to charge your business these charges, these expenses, which in turn needs to come from the customer. All right. And oh yeah. That reminds me. Lion was saying that he's new to commercial and how to get started. All right, so Lion. Let me finish this up and then I'm gonna hit Lion's thing. So, and Lion, this applies to you too. To finish up the whole rant I got with this whole money in the service call fee. The service call fee allows you to fully investigate what you're looking for, because you're only supposed to go one time. You're not supposed to go 2 or 3 times. You're not supposed to call a customer and say, hey, give me this model number off the unit, or what was that? Or, hey, can you do this for me? Or what? No, you need to spend the time. There's no rushing involved. And Lion, this is for you too. There's no rushing on the commercial side. You're not going to do 5 or 10 calls a day. It's a much slower, a much more deliberate pace on the commercial side. You need to charge accordingly for that, because when you go out on a diagnostic, when you're going to go check something out, you're going to be there for a while, and you need to take a million and one photos, a million and one photos. A million and one. There we go. A million and one photos. And that is what you're going to reference. So I can go back. What the hell was that? I don't know what the hell that was. So I take pictures and you're going to, hey, I want different angles. You're going to take pictures like you're a photographer and the item that you're taking a picture of is a supermodel. I want all kind of angles. I want labels off of motors. I want positions. Why? Because you're going to be referencing this stuff when you go back to it. So once again, what you're looking at, these are chemicals for commercial dishwasher. This is one of my clients that I sell them the chemicals for the dishwasher. So they can say, hey man, oh man, we're paying you again for dishwasher? I can't believe it. Hey, bro, you not only is there a counter on the dishwasher, but so you could show how many washes they've gone through, but you also, I'm able to show what level the items are at. Like, hey man, you're out of detergent. And it's the same thing with the rinse aid. It's like, bro, you're out. You're out. I need to give you some more. Oh yeah, Generac is they're offering free training. I'm gonna have to get into that real quick. Oh, yes, I signed up for this. Unox, here is your combi steam oven training. So Lion, this is for you too. Unox is doing training. This is how you get the client. So since you're new, Lion, whether you're trained on hot side, whether you're trained on cold side, whether you're trained on what I consider wet, which would be your laundry, which would be commercial dishwashers, training is the way in. Let me drop this real quick. I'm glad I hit this right. Unox is, they're really gaining market share. People they're over Rationale. They are so over Rationale. Unox. Unox, I think, has the most advanced oven on the market. All right, what we got here? What's this comment? From Jake. I didn't know you were still here. Navien. Yes. Fun fact, Navien has training everywhere all the time. Navian, that's for your combi ovens. And I don't know if that Navian, I think that Navian, the training that might be coming up in your area, Jake, I think that might be for the new Navian air conditioning system. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that Navian might be for the new Navian AC unit. It could be for the new Navian AC unit. So Unox competes with, and yeah, just like I was showing you guys, damn it. Just like I was showing you guys, you can program these things. You could set the temperature and everything else with your phone. Everything is done with your phone now. So any one of the damn employees can do it. So there's your combi, and then they got their speed oven. So I've signed up for the new training. I can't really tell you anything about it because they haven't gotten back to me yet as far as I know of. So as you see, yeah, the ovens are not cheap. You're talking about $40,000 combi ovens. See, taxes excluded because they don't sell to the customer and taxes are different in every area. There's their Chef Top X. 10 trays go in there. This is a beautiful thing. It's all touch. 48,000 for that one. Yeah, this is one with the digital ID. It actually has a camera. It has what they call an eye, and it will look at the items that you slide into the oven. So as you're putting, oh, you can't see me, but as you are, right, the combi boiler, okay. As you are putting items into it, it is looking at the food and it is setting the temperature. It is setting the recipe according to what it sees. See, and just so you guys know, so you guys don't freak out, there is all electric and there are all gas units. So it is completely up to you and your client what you're going to be dealing with. And you can always ask them beforehand. And it's not a big deal to charge them the service call fee to go out there to find out what the hell they got. Because they don't know what the hell they got. They're going to see all kind of hoses and lines extended from these units because they all are connected to water. But as far as electricity, if it's 220 or if it's gas, they really don't know. So they are doing some kind of a training. I believe it is going to be an online only training, but I don't know. See, it is their service academy, and I'll address the insurance thing because you're gonna have to have. Oh, okay, yeah, and Donnie Madden, that is going to be according to your location because they are governed by each individual state. So your medical and dental and all your insurance, that is going to vary. I mean, whether you're going to be doing Aetna, whether you're going to be doing Blue Cross Blue Shield, all that kind of stuff. That is all going to be determined by what state you're in. Blah, 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 blah. So here we go. That is the information for Unox. This is a major brand. They are opening up the training. See, for those of you who want to become an authorized Unox service center, they're damn near yelling out to me. They're damn near yelling out, hey, come here. And the reason why I say that is because they were using this other system, pretty much like Electrolux was using, where they had this platinum thing, and they ended up with cow dung in their face. Unox is running to a very similar thing. The situation with Unox is, yes, they were able to get their beloved servicers to go out and do the startup. On a lot of my clients, I did the install, and then the whoever the service company was able to go out and make sure everything was good. Oftentimes I would communicate with them, send them pictures of what I did, ask them if that's what they wanted, or if they wanted a bigger water supply line, or whatever the case may be. If I had to run the drain from 12 feet away, was that okay? And all this other stuff. I cleared all that with them before they came out. That way, when they came out, everything was a breeze. When they came out to do the startup, that is not working out so well anymore. Everyone is having a hard time getting service technicians. Guys are moving from company to company, taking $10,000 bonus after $10,000 bonus after $10,000 bonus. And they shortened the time. So a guy might only have to stay 3 months at a company, and then he's able to get his other $10,000 bonus on top of the pay raise. So he's already making more than what he was making at his last company, and then he gets an extra $10,000 bonus. Plus, they might have already given him better vacation and all this other stuff. So, that whole thing. All right. So like I said before, Unox, this is your lion. This is your chance to get in with a top. Like, this is Unox is should be Italian. Let me see if they have anything. This is a top brand. So Unox it should be part of Ollie Group. Let me see here. Come on, man. Oh, seriously, sorry about that. Uh-oh. No. Yes, I know who you are. So
What does success taste like?
Oh, God.
Do you already know? Have you tasted it yet?
Does it have the intense taste of success?
A whole hell of a lot on marketing. All of this and no damn oven. The oven itself is quite impressive, though. It is very impressive. But to differentiate the two different rationale from Unox, like I said, they have this eye, and I don't know if it's like coming across here, but that's the eye up above. You can actually kind of see like that blue light, the infrared light that's shining down on these. These are actually slices of onions. And they're trying to show you that, yeah, that's the beam comes down and it's actually looking at the food, and AI, because these ovens have AI. AI is recognizing what the food is, and it's programming the cook time according to that with their optic cooking. Oh, so they're making that a double stack for the optic cooking. Yeah, when you're paying $48,000, another $8,000, another $6,000, it ain't gonna be the end of the world to add the damn opti cooking. Oh, let me see. Yeah, and there's the one for the app. Let me go with the lines. They have their speed oven. So this is their Turbo Chef style oven. Build your own. Oh God, another marketing video. Oh, good. So as you guys can see, this stuff is not cheap. So make sure your service call allows you to go ahead and check this stuff out. You don't want to have to leave and then say, let me go and I talked to tech support while I was ordering the parts. They said I might need this other thing too, but they say I need to look at it first, and then you want to go back. No. You need to charge enough. This stuff is not cheap. $16,000. This for a microwave. It is a microwave This stuff is not cheap, bro. It's not cheap at all. Okay, so they just got the two. One, yeah, they're both, of course. So one is single phase, and then the other is 3-phase. And so, Lion, that's something that you're going to be experiencing that is quite different from residential. Is single phase, 3-phase, 220, 208, 219, 240, 440, and above. So you're going to be dealing with that kind of electricity. So meter, you're going to be using your meter. You're going to be using your meter quite a bit. So with the Unox, you have the ability for a combi oven. You have the ability for, let me go back to this. You have the ability for a combi oven. You got the ability for microwave. Hold on, I'm closing out some of this stuff that you can't see. World's first speed baking oven, blah, blah, blah. They always have these grandiose claims and all that stuff. But yeah, so you can make croissants and all this other bread within seconds. And see, try the oven for free. Well, what are they doing when they say try the oven for free? Let me help you out here. As part of their marketing, when you sign up and you become an authorized service provider for them, not only are they going to be sending you COD calls, not only will they send you the occasional warranty that might not be warranty, it might be that the water filter is blocked up, and that's why they have no water. It's not that the fill valve is damaged, it's that they don't have any water. Occasional door lock mechanisms, the occasional block drains, that type of thing. Now, when it comes to this situation where they say try the oven for free, what do these manufacturers mean when they say you can try our washing machine for free? You can try our oven for free. You can try our dishwasher for free. Often what they're doing is they make the sale, they make this arrangement, they then turn to you, the trusted authorized service provider. They then pay you, the trusted, trained, authorized service provider, to go ahead and install the unit. This also introduces you to more COD clientele, because from now on, you're the guy that takes care of the oven. And now, when they say try it for free, the caveat to this is it's a trial period. Words matter, right? It's a trial period. So they'll give them everything, or they might even charge them a small fee. Like, yeah, they say for $200, we're going to have our trained guys come out and they're going to install it. Now, you're not going to get 200. You're going to get way more than $200, but they're only charging them a nominal fee. And then you come out, and you're going to go set it up. You're going to set up the water, drill the filter, put the filter to the wall, drill that to the wall, hook up electricity, all that kind of stuff. Assemble it, put the stand on it, the whole nine. And that customer, whether it's for this oven, whether it's for a dishwasher, whether it's for a laundry equipment, they'll have like 90 days. They'll have 90 days to try the unit. They're going to run their product through, right? If it's laundry, they want to see how well the clothes get clean. Do the whites come out white? Do the clothes get wrung dry before we put them in the dryer? For the dishwashers, are the dishes coming as clean as we'd hope? Is it coming out better than with the last damn dishwasher? With the oven, is this working out for us? Are we comfortable with our recipes? Is it turning out the way we expect the food to turn out? Does it taste right? Does it look right when the oven is done? Is it complicated to use? All that kind of stuff. Then after that period, they say, hey, all right, man, you had it for 90 days. If you don't want it, we'll pay our guy to come and take it out. And you have the occasional place that says, yeah, we couldn't figure out how to use that damn thing, and it was just too difficult for Gertrude, and now we're not going to go with the oven. In that case, then you, as the trained, authorized service provider, are going to get paid to then go out and then remove the unit. So you're going to get paid to install it, and then you're going to get paid to come back out in 30, 60, or 90 days to go ahead and remove it if they decide that they don't want to continue with the trial period of that free item. So you're going to get paid either way it goes. And usually when they decide not to keep it, sometimes they have you package it up and ship it back. You charge them for that. Other times, they'll have you hold on to it, and maybe they might want to use that same item for training or demo or something like that. All right. So Mr. Terry said, tell him about commercial and residential insurance. Just changed mine again. You went 80 commercial, 20 residential insurance for the year, and your insurance was less than $1,000 for the year. Yes, there are a number of different insurance companies. I no longer use the Hartford. I no longer use Berkey. Trying to think what the hell else was out there. I no longer use Geico. At one point in time, Geico was doing insurance. Commercial insurance and residential insurance are two different things. When you call up and you let them know that you do commercial insurance, now you just go ahead and find a broker. You go ahead and search for insurance, or if you call Geico, if you call Progressive, if you call Hartford, things like that, they're gonna search around and help you try to find insurance. Berkey, which is Berkshire Hathaway, Corti, or whatever. I have some Texas insurance, and you pay less for commercial insurance than you do for residential. Now, what Mr. Terry's talking about is when you tell them that you do residential and commercial, some, you're going to ask them, do you provide insurance for both? Some will say yes. Some will say we only provide residential. Others say we only provide commercial. And you go accordingly. So then you start to ask the questions. Hey, all right, if you do both, how much if I do 50-50? I do 50% of the time I do commercial, 50% of the time I do residential, and they'll give you a quote. Say, okay, well, if I'm only doing residential 10% of the time and 90% of the time I'm doing commercial, what would it look like? And then they'll tell you, what those numbers are going to be. The more you lean on the commercial, the cheaper your insurance is going to be. Commercial insurance is cheaper. Why? Because commercial has protected walls. All the walls are designed for protection against splatter and dents. There are fire extinguishers everywhere. There's fire suppression systems everywhere. There are the floor is usually a hard tile or some kind of ceramic or even cement. So you're no longer concerned with scratching the floor. I mean, there are situations where you're in a retirement home or some other situation like that, but you're not worried about scratching the floor in a hospital. It's industrial flooring, epoxy. You're not worried about scratching a cement floor. You're not worried about scratching an industrial tile floor. These things are designed for what you're doing. Therefore, the insurance is drastically lower than your residential, and that's what Mr. Terry found out. So you're going to want to shop around, even if you have no interest in doing commercial. Ask your insurance company. Ask other insurance companies. Hey, what would it be if I had 50% 50% residential, 50% commercial, or like he's doing 80-20. And see what the numbers are like. See what the numbers are like. And that will often, that'll help you. That also will help you make the transition out of the dismal residential space. And I try not to get down on residential, but I just, in a lot of areas of the country, residential is a nightmare to work on. In Florida, it's a nightmare to do residential. And in Chicago, it's a nightmare to do residential. I don't give a damn if you're talking about Waukegan, Evanston, Skokie, Sauk Trail, Dearborn Park, Tinley Park, Oak Park, River Forest. It's a nightmare. Edgewater. It's a nightmare doing residential. I know the guys in New York, New Jersey, Hartford, I know they would probably attest to the same thing. It's a nightmare. And other places where you don't have to worry about parking, it's fine. Other places you don't have to worry about congestion, it's fine. But when you're in New York, you're in Chicago, you're in Miami, hey, there's nowhere to park. Certain streets, you're not allowed to park. Certain streets, you're not, you have to have a parking tag. Customer don't want to give it to you. Certain high rises, they don't have the space for you. They might only have 3. Like Florida's bad with that shit. Florida, you go into a high rise, a huge building with like 30 damn floors, 20 floors, and 3 commercial parking spaces. Really, 3 spaces, and of course, all 3 are taken up because they got hundreds of people in the damn building. You get one guy there for cable, another person there for a plumbing issue, another person there for electrical. That's your 3 spaces, and then you're there for appliances. Now you got to go do another call. Customer's like, oh, well, you can park in my space. Motherfucker, I asked you that earlier. You told me I couldn't. You said there was going to be parking. So now you got to wait on that fat ass to bring their asses down there and move their damn car. And in some cases, you might be in a commercial vehicle like mine. You can't fit. You can't get your ass in that damn parking space. You can't get your ass in that building. So residential is a nightmare in certain places. It is what it is. Next set of questions.
I'm not going to do what everyone thinks I'm going to do. Flip out, man.
Ask your questions, man. I ain't going to flip out on you. But as when Unox gets back with me and lets me know about the training class, I will have more information for you. I will have a lot more information for you. But right now, I don't have anything. I don't have anything right now. Offices around the world, because I want to say Unox Canada. What the hell? Oh, Germany. Leipzig, Saxony, Germany. Yeah. Oh, France. Oh, wow. I thought Unox was Italian. What was that? Is that no? That's well. Maybe I was. Huh. Maybe. Yeah. They still could be. They still could be Italian. Some of these Europeans, they're very sketchy on their past. They're very, very sketchy on their past. Let's see what the hell they want to tell us about their story. Yeah, that's a very Italian name. Enrico Frenzoloni. Inventor and Unox president. Frenzoloni, it sounds very Italiano to me. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Unox incorporated in 1990. Designed to bake frozen breads. Croissants from frozen to fresh baked. See how they're leaving out where? Where are you from, man? I mean, the name, damn it, the name says a lot. But still, they're being Frenzaloni. He's being very sketchy. I don't know, man. I'm just going to err on the side of Italiano. Huh? Hey, Mambo Italiano. That's what I'm gonna go with. That's what I'm gonna go with. That's a meatball. Ah, good. No, they do not. Most. Oh, good. Yeah, most manufacturers do not have training. Most, especially on these type of items. Fun fact, and I need to give you Air King, and we need to go back with General, because they are both actively looking for new talent. They are both actively looking for technicians. Air King does not have any set rates. So they're just like, hey man, just don't hit me in the face. You know, you body shots, just leave the face. Leave the face. Don't hit me in the face. That's essentially what they're talking about. So Air King, the main tech support guy, they only have one tech support guy. He will provide his cell phone number if you need. He's currently at a funeral. His grandmother or grandfather, his grandfather passed away. Had a bad accident and died taking care of his home at 90. I think his grandfather's 92, 93, he told me. And at 92, 93, he was still doing work around the house. And end up, you know, getting mortally hurt, unfortunately. And these old timers, man, they don't listen. My father's the same way. My father wants to jump off the back of liftgate trucks, you know, like it freaks everybody out. They're like, oh my God. I mean, it is what it is. So if you make these calls and you're not able to reach the Air King tech support guy, if he's taking a while to get back to you, it's because he's making, he's packing up his grandfather's stuff. He's dealing with arrangements on a death in the family. So you're not going to get a hold of him anytime soon. You can send him information. He will get to it. He's got a lot to get to. And he's got a lot to get to. It's just him. He's actually new to the business. It was in a completely different industry. And everybody's scrambling for people. Everybody's scrambling for people. See, Air King won't even give you a freaking email. Those of you that have, so you're just gonna have to call. But those of you who have contributed to the channel, those of you who have given a super chat, those of you that have directly, given to the Cash App, Chime, PayPal. If you contact me, I will give you his email address. I'll give you his cell phone number. Doing this kind of work, you will need to use a meter. The items are actually the components are actually from China. And as you see on my lives, you have to trace where the electricity stops. So you rarely see me use a meter, but on new equipment that I'm not familiar with, how they behave. And when you're trying to find faults, you need your meter. You don't have to go with an expensive meter. You do not have to go with an expensive meter. Klein meter. Okay, so Harbor Freight has one, and Ames is actually a good brand, believe it or not. But here you go. Here's one from Supply House. Here's one. Here's a Klein meter that's $34. But you really want a clamp. You really want a clamp. I cannot. Well, this one I can sort of recommend. That's why it only has 3.5 stars. People are, myself included, are having some issues with the Milwaukee meters. This is the better one. This is the one for HVAC. It will let you do the sensitive work. But here's for you guys that want to go with the Harbor Freight. So you can go with this one. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's right. I had hooked up for my phone. And for those of you that have contributed to the channel, I want to thank you very much. It means a lot to me that you guys are supporting the channel, because we're still just short of the necessary supporters. See, this Ames compares with Klein. Like, I don't know if it's made by Klein. Everything matches up with Klein. So there you go. So you can check your voltage, and you can check your capacitor. You can check for ohms. So there's your ohm setting. Oh, damn, you guys couldn't see that. So there's your ohm setting, and that's Harbor. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, brother. There he is. Oh, wow. Oh, sure, no problem. I mean, that's what this is all about, is spending time with you guys so you don't go through these pitfalls. And just so you guys know, I am calling and I talk to these different manufacturers. I talk to the different part suppliers, and I ask them what is good for you, what is going to work for you. All right. So that is my contribution. Is, what is going to work out for new people. Once again, when you're dealing with the Air King stuff, relatively few parts. If you got a chance to see that live, you see that the emergency stop kind of like, it kind of comes apart. Now that I've learned a little bit more about it, once I changed my first one, I probably didn't even need to change the original emergency stop button. I actually could have took it apart and readjusted it and put the damn thing back together. It's just that the emergency stop, I guess what we call the plunger, wasn't pushing far enough back to connect the circuits. And so that's when I went to go check it for power, it was like, no, that's because the plunger wasn't making contact. So, so first thing I learned, and then on the one for Bojangles, that was my very first Bojangles. Like I said, I went and checked everything, and each and every one of those suckers has they have like a filter. I guess is that what you call it? It's a receptacle that also filters out electrical current fluctuations, and they're having some weird things happen with that. And so when you go out, you're going to have to deal with that kind of stuff, to stop, the receptacle that's on the actual unit. In my case, he's going to send me out some parts, a care package, if you will. In your case, if things work out, when you start using your meter and whatnot, and if things work out, he would also then send you a care package. So when you go out, it'll be a one-stop shop. You go out, you fix the shit, and be done with it. He will pay you for your 2 trips or whatever. It's not 2 service calls, because there's only 1 service call, 1 diagnostic, and the other is a repair. And once again, you're going to charge. You're going to charge the time that you're driving. You're going to charge the mileage that you're putting on the vehicle. You're going to charge. And like I said, the very first time, then you're going to charge you're going to charge those same things. Plus, you're going to charge a diagnostic fee that's going to cover you for like the first hour, even though you're only going to spend between 15 to 30 minutes there. But that'll cover up to the 1 hour. And let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if we have any contributions. And I'll answer the last few things. Let's see if we got what we got. Oh, Najee contributed to the channel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me see. I'm trying to get the right melanin thumbs up. Michael Adams. Oh man, Michael Adams contributed to the show. Thank you very much. And while we're doing that, while I'm giving the thanks, what else did you guys want to know? Oh yeah, I forgot about CEO Jakes. CEO Jakes contributed to me earlier today. Thank you very much, CEO Jakes. Michael Adams, Najee, CEO Jakes, Najee, and Michael Adams. And of course, we can't forget Sir Anthony. So what else do we need to cover that will be most beneficial for you guys right now? Some things up we covered. Hold on. Let me finish with the training. All right. Hold on. Are you still here? Are you still here? Because I'm still not done with you, brother. Lion, are you still here? Are you still here? I'm trying to give you this rundown real quick. If you're still here, I'm gonna give you this rundown on what my system is for you to get started. So we gave you like the business end, the back end stuff. You can get quite a few things from Harbor Freight. Oh, he might be gone. Lion might be gone. I'm gonna start to close some of this stuff out. I'm gonna close some of this stuff out. Yeah, Lion might be gone. All right, so Lion, if you're gonna be watching this on the replay, hold on 1 second. Let me tell you. All right, so for Lion, if you're watching this on the replay, and you guys, you can tag this in the comment section. When the video is done, you can tag this. This is my system to get you guys to go from residential to commercial. I have every single person learn ice machines. The vast majority of places need ice machines. Ice machine cleaning is the most profitable. No one here has ever stepped up and said that I was wrong.
Is there no one else?
Ice machine cleaning is the most profitable thing that you could do on the ice machine. It brings you to your customer regularly. You don't need parts. You can get 90% of what you need from the dollar store or from Home Depot, from the grocery store, Harbor Freight, right? So what all you need is like buckets, you need brushes, soft bristle brushes, things like that. I even use spin brushes for cleaning the bin, cleaning side walls and stuff like that underneath of ice machines, unless it's, if it's a Manitowoc, Scotsman, Hostess, Manitowoc, Scotsman, Isomatic, cleaning the underneath of a machine. Spin brush really comes in handy. Other than that, you would order like the cleaner. You could order any one of the cleaners online. Scotsman one, you could order it online. Manitowoc, Nickel Safe, you could order it online. Hoshizaki cleaner, you can order that online. And so Scotsman one goes for Isomatic too. But ice machine cleaning, that is your gateway drug. That's going to get you in. The reason why I say ice machine cleaning is because you're not tied up with parts. Tying yourself up with parts kills your profitability. Consider this. Every single time you go out and do an ice machine cleaning, you're making your money right then and there. You're not giving an estimate. You're going out, you're doing the ice machine cleaning, and you're completing the task. Same visit. It's very profitable. Once you learn how to do it, once you teach somebody else how to do it, then all you need to do is supervise from that point on the ice machine cleaning. Ice machine cleaning ranges anywhere from a very small, 250, 285 type of type of charge if you're doing a little small, very small unit, and you're going to be doing them. Some guys do it every month. So that's the newest one. Some guys are doing these machines every month. I have eventually gotten my customers down to every 3 months. So every single customer that I do ice machine cleaning for, it's every 3 months. So I then charge them. It's the same amount that, if I'm charging $2,000 for the year, you break that fee up for every quarter. So that's what you're charging. You just split the same fee up for every 3 months. So every 3 months, you're going to go out there and you're going to clean that machine. When it comes to the ice machine cleaning, I group them all together. So now you know exactly where your money's coming from every time I go out and do cleaning. So like for me, I have my cleaning set up so that I've got a ton in January. So when people traditionally say, oh man, you slow, whatever. No, my stuff is already scheduled. I've got all my ice machines. I'm cleaning them in January. So I just did them in October. Now I got November. If I want to take a vacation in November, I can take a vacation in November. If I want to take a vacation in December, I can take a vacation in December. Why? Because I'm not going back until January. All my ice machines are done. They're scheduled. So the last one's October. Next time I got to go out is January. When you go out in January, like I said, hey, and even if you had wanted to take a vacation in January, airfare is a lot cheaper, but it's scheduled. So now I can set my stuff up for the end of January. So end of January, boom. I already know exactly how much money I've got coming in. I've already got all these cleaning jobs scheduled. Done. I can work my schedule around that. So I know when I'm doing cleaning. They know I'm coming, right? Damn, I need that soundbite. I know I'm coming. They know I'm coming. Everybody's on board with it. There's also filter changes. That's an upsell, selling people filtration and things like that. We can get into that. Learn to Trade covers that. Like I said, I deal with ScaleX Pro. ScaleX Pro just emailed me They just emailed me today some stuff. They gave me all kind of marketing stuff for drop-ins and for their filters that filter out iron, scale in the water, that kind of stuff. Ice machine, ice machine, ice machine. Only places I have never been to for an ice machine have been a library. I've never been to a library to clean. I've never been to a library to clean an ice machine. I've never been to a bank to clean an ice machine. Charles has, but I haven't. Where haven't? I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna tell you some places that do, and they have to have it. Post office. The post office will often have one or more ice machines. The post office? Yes, the post office. The letter carriers. The letter carriers will have a cooler when it's the summertime and it's 100 degrees outside. They don't want the letter carriers passing out. They want to keep their lunches cold. They want to keep their drinks cold. They want to have the ice and the water to keep themselves at a lower temperature. Post office has, whether it's a small residential and then they have like 3 of them, sometimes they'll do that, or whether they'll have a couple of medium-sized to large ice machines. Post office. Daycares. The daycares have ice machines, albeit they'll usually have a small one. Of course, you know, the schools and universities, they have ice machines. Funeral homes. Funeral homes have ice machines. And it didn't hit me until I actually started doing it. I'm like, oh, damn. Yeah, when you're dealing with the passing of your loved one, much like the gentleman that his grandfather passed away over there at Air King. When you're sitting there and you want a glass of water or you want a drink, it's going to have ice in the drink. And it's not coming from a fridge. Because once you have about 4 or 5 people to get ice, that damn fridge no longer has ice in it. They have commercial ice machine. Your amusement parks and things like that, they have a number of ice machines. Your office buildings, they have ice machines. It's going to be a mix of ice machines. There are a number of them that I deal with insurance companies and underwriting companies that they'll have 18, 20 plus ice machines. I used to do Air Liquide. Air Liquide has offices here. They have 14 ice machines. Hoshizaki, water and ice machines. And so boom, 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 you're going up and down floors doing ice machines, and you got to stagger your service and shit like that. All that fun stuff. Yes, the health department knows about all these places because people have to sign up, and they have to let people know. Like there's certain rules, right? So, like at the funeral home, they can only serve like prepared foods. But what they do have is they have a whole nother agency that has to come in and make sure that the embalming fluid and all that stuff is right. And then they look over, they're like, oh, damn, you got this. Same thing with the hospitals. It's not always the health department that's checking the ice machine. It's another agency. Same thing with the retirement homes, with the elderly. It's not always the health department. It's another agency that is checking on the ice machine. Why? Because people can catch sickness from the ice machine. You have mold and bacteria growing in the ice machine, and all it takes is a person fighting cancer. All it takes is a person with an autoimmune disease consuming some of this ice that has issues in it, have bugs in it, and people have an issue. People are allergic to roaches, and someone has a reaction. What the hell is this? They go back and they say, "Oh, we swear to God, there's no peanuts in it, no nothing." And then the health department or the state goes in and take a look. They, oh shit, there's roaches in the ice machine. It's rat droppings in the ice machine. Why? Because if the rat can crawl from the shelf into the back of the ice machine or to the side and live in there during the day and come out in the evening. So you have agencies that check on the ice machine. All different types. And let's not forget the car dealerships and stuff like that have ice machines. All right, what agency checks on the ice machine at a funeral home? The agency that generally checks on ice machines at a funeral home is the Texas Funeral Service Commission, as part of its regular inspection, which covers state and local health standards. That department may also have a role depending on local ordinance. So, you know, I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. You understand? I'm not feeding you bullshit. There are other agencies that when you have a business, you are operating, it's not free. You're operating, you have the illusion of freedom in the United States of America. You have to pay. You have to work under the umbrella of a government agency. All right? You're every single thing, every single one. If it is out there for the public, Big Brother is watching. You understand? Big Brother is watching. So the agency that checks on ice machines at a funeral home is the Texas Funeral Service Commission. So because I'm in Texas, that's who it is. I don't know who would check on ice machines. What agency checks on the ice machines at a funeral home in Florida, since there's so many Floridians. The Florida Department of Financial Services. What the hell? What? What the hell? Oh, wow. That is weird. So the Florida Department of Financial Services checks on the ice machines at a funeral home. It's a thing. It's a thing. There are ice machines in the funeral home. You never think about it, but it's a thing. They have your cookies. They have little sandwich rolls, turkey rolls, and things of that nature. Little snacks and tidbits and things. They have flower arrangements, and they have ice. Right? They have ice for you. And in Florida, the Florida Department of Financial Services and its division, the Division of Funeral, Cemetery, and Consumer Services, oversee the ice machines. They oversee the sanitization and operation of ice machines. Right? And it goes on and on and on. Like I said, I don't pretend to know all of these different agencies. This stuff is not the same everywhere. That's why I keep telling you guys, this stuff is different every single. This is the United States of America. Every state operates independently, and how they do. They even put the fucking financial services. I understand why. I understand why the financial services is over cemetery. I mean, is over funeral homes. But I just find that's wild that they also check the ice machine, because it's just a wild, wild west. When it comes to commercial equipment, it is the wild, wild west. It is an add-on. It's an add-on. It's like a stripper with bolt-on breasts and BBL. It's an add-on. It wasn't originally like that. And it's just like, oh, well, let's put those there. Huh. We forget something? Oh, slap those back there. It's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things. And I mean, this goes on and on and on. What agency checks ice machines at like I told you, at a retirement home? And it's going to give me Texas because that's where I'm at. The agency is a local or state health department as part of the facility's food safety requirements. So yes, it could be the health department and it could be the state. It could be Health and Human Services. Then it can also be the Office of Inspector General. Yo, I've had that. I've had the Office of Inspector General go out and ding quite a few places. Then there's this Area Agency on Aging, AAA. So 1, 2, 3, 4 agencies at any given time in the state of Texas can go to a retirement home and check the ice machine. So you have 4 times the fun.
This is it. I'm telling you, this is it.
Any one, for Texas, any one of those 4 agencies can shut down the kitchen for that retirement home. Let me say that again for those of you in the back. Any one of those 4 agencies can shut down the kitchen of that retirement home, meaning that when it's dinner time, they got to serve pizza. When it's lunchtime, they got to serve Subway sandwiches. They got to order soup. They got to order soup, right? From Shotsky's or some shit, or Einstein Bagels or some shit. They got to order soup. They got to serve them you know what I'm saying? They can't cook anything. They can't make anything in the kitchen because of the ice machine. And it's like that with the dishwasher too. So you say you're getting an ambulance ready for 2026. Brother. And this is like I said, ice, baby. Too cold in Florida. And like I said, Florida is going to be different. And it's going to be the same, but it's going to be different. It's going to be, hold on.
We are same, but different, but still same.
Make sure my mic is not off. Florida is going to be different. So who regulates the retirement homes in Florida? The Department of Agriculture. Jesus. A secondary agency, the Florida Department of Health. If the issue is with the sanitization or safety of an ice machine, file a complaint with the Florida Department of Agriculture. What the hell is it? Wait a minute. With the Florida Department of Consumer Services using their food complaint form. You got the Florida Department of Health. Bruh, there's so many different departments, so many people get involved. Yeah, Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. So with Florida, you at least have 3. FDA, no, okay, 2. So in Florida, you got 2. Texas, we have 4 when it comes to a retirement home. So let me show you who is responsible for checking an ice machine at a daycare. La, da, 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 da. All right. Oh, so this is my bad. I got to remove that home. So if it's a home-based daycare and you have an ice machine there, the Florida Department of Health has to go out. It's at the county level. Group care inspections, blah blah blah. So, like I said, even if it's somebody at home and they go ahead and buy an ice machine, they still have to pay to have somebody clean it. They're going to want to see the records of that. Oh, we cleaned it ourselves. No, we need to know that you're having this thing clean. They might let them make it until they look at it, and if they see something in the ice machine, they're not going to let them clean it anymore. They're going to tell them that they need to have it professionally cleaned and that they want to see invoices. So once again, the two agencies, this is for daycares. This is what for a professional daycare, a standalone daycare, not in someone's home. It's going to be the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, along with the Florida Department of Health. Okay. They oversee overall sanitization and safety of all group care facilities, which include food safety. I mean, and we can go on. You know what? I'm curious. I'm curious right now. Who checks on ice machines at bank offices? Shoot. My bad. See? All right. So if it's a bank, then it is just their internal responsibility. That's it if it's their office. Yeah. So the FDIC has nothing to do with the break room amenities like an ice machine. They don't care. So your banker, be damned. They just have to follow general safety standards, and typically the banks want it clean because they're going to be hoity-toity. Let's just be real. They're gonna want this stuff clean. They notice the taste. The machines are going to start to malfunction if they're not clean. All that good stuff. Oh wow! So I've been on. Hold on a second. How long have you guys been online? Put down in the chat. How long have you been watching me? 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. Who has been here watching me for 3 hours? Who's still here? I'm curious to know. Put in the chat how long you've been here. What have you been? 3 hours? Yes, you have been here. Yes, sir. You have been here from the beginning. All right. Who else? Who's been here? Who's been here for like 10 minutes? And where the hell are you? Are you like in Hawaii? Are you? Oh wow. Yeah, Jakes. Oh damn, you still here? All right. I hope you've gotten something out of this information. Like I said, there's so many agencies. I'd be a liar and a fool to actually believe that I would know all the different agencies that are overseeing these ice machines in the continental United States. No one would know who is out here inspecting ice machines in daycares. What agency checks on ice machines at let me see, schools in California? I'm curious to know. See, so we have 3 agencies, or is it just 2? So you have the health department that goes to schools, and then you have the state. So that's local. The state handles direct inspections. And in these agencies, so yeah, you have the state and you have local coming into schools in California to inspect the ice machine. But like I said, you have multiple people. So ice machines, like I said, that's the gateway. I love it. Ice machines at schools in let me see, Arizona. Let's see what that is. Ooh, once again, a Department of Agriculture. Arizona Department of Agriculture checks on ice machines at schools. And the local health department. So once again, you have 2 agencies. So it's double the fun. It's double the fun. If you're in Arizona, it's double the fun on the number of people that are coming in doing inspections. And that is not even all of the people. When you have these McDonald's, these franchise schools, the British school, the lycée school, you have all of these schools that are franchise all across the country. They also have inspections. All right, In-N-Out was at the gym, and In-N-Out. Oh, you're trying to say that you were at the gym and the grocery and you came back? I think that's what you're trying to say. All right, so that's what I'm trying to say. You have multiple agencies, and any inspector at any time from any of those agencies can shut down those facilities. They could shut down the kitchen. I mean, they do it in Houston all the time. They shut down the kitchen, and they can't, because of the ice machine, they can't serve any food. They shut down the kitchen because of the dishwasher. They can't serve any food. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. And it's a number of other things too. It's not just the dishwasher or the ice machine. They can shut it down for the refrigerator. They can shut it down for the oven. So if the oven is supposed to be at 350 and then they check it and it's at 2 something, they're like, hey man, you could be preparing chicken dishes and the chicken could still be raw on the inside. You could be doing pork dishes and the pork could still be undercooked on the inside. So boom, first we'll shut down the oven. If you don't get this oven service, cha-ching, that's us. If you don't get this oven service, we're going to shut the whole kitchen down because we can't trust you not to use the oven. We're going to shut the whole kitchen down. So this is extremely different than an ice machine in someone's home. Ooh, I got a good one for you guys. Hold on. All right. This is just for Texas. So I want to know who inspects the ice machines at amusement parks. So of course you got the health department. They do periodic visits, check on the ice machine. Then the Texas Department of Insurance. Huh. Really? Okay, the Texas Department of Insurance does not directly inspect the food and beverage like the ice machines. They don't directly. So they might, like I said, they don't directly do it, but because they are involved with insurance, they might just say, hey, we want to see your records. We want to see, they don't inspect the ice machine, but what they're implying is that they might want to see that they have contracted ice machine cleaning or that they have records on employees that are cleaning the ice machine. Oh, it's interesting. All right, so let me do one like California, yay. Because this is this one just occurred to me. Uh-oh. Damn it. I'll do California. Ooh, OSHA. All right, what the hell else they got? No, I don't want ice machines at amusement parks. Yeah. Ice machines on rides. What the hell? All right. AI has gone a little wonky. I should do Illinois. So once again, the Florida Department of Agriculture checks on the ice machines at amusement parks. Who else? So it's the Department of Agriculture. Like I said, everyone has to answer for their ice machine cleanliness. Everyone has to answer. Whether it's amusement parks, and amusement parks have dozens of ice machines. Think about it. Every concession stand, that serves drinks and stuff, they have ice machines. Every single one. And they go through tons of ice. A single concession stand is going through tons of. I will go and see these Oshizaki 2,000 pounders just dumping ice, and they're just scooping it up as it's being made. All the time. Let me see what New Orleans got going on. And let me see who else has been in here. Who's been here for just like an hour? Who inspects ice machines at daycares? Centers in Louisiana. Yeah, I'm on this kick right now. So it's the Louisiana Department of Health. Let me see if Louisiana is so goddamn backwards, man. Let me see here. The Bureau of Sanitarian Services, Public Health, Louisiana Department of. So it's Louisiana Department of Health. I don't know who the hell else. Louisiana is a pain in the ass like this. Let me see what the hell the code is. Yo, anybody else? Anything else? Because we're about to wrap this thing up. Yeah, Louisiana, man. Louisiana's a pain in the ass. Ports by hospitals. Yeah, Louisiana's just being a pain in the ass. Sorry about that. But once again, for you guys that are just now coming on, you can get your free pack of. Put the link. You can get your free pack of ideal type Wagos for free while you still can. So they're shipping these out. So far, they're giving the 3-position lever lock. What do they call theirs? Yeah, lever connection, electrical connection from Ideal. I know I'm repeating myself from earlier, but this is for the people that just popped on. I don't know who just came on and didn't see it, but I'll just cover that for them. Uh-oh. There you go. So I put the link in there. Get free connectors. So it covers 24 wire gauge all the way to 12. Oh yeah, so they are the 3-port. They are the 3-port connectors. They are not sending to PO boxes. So I got mine in my mailbox at home. I just got it Friday. So all they want is your first name, last name, your email address, your address, and then they will, whether you sign up for alerts or not, they'll still send it out to you because they want you to try their lever connectors. Once again, these are very expensive. Let me show you what the price of these damn things are. Like I said, it's for just a pack of 12 from Home Depot. The Wagos, you're looking at $7.95. 25, which what they sent me was a 50. So 25 for the Pittsburgh version. I've never tried these, but the Pittsburgh version is $12 for 25. Ideal. Here's the 310 is once again $8. These are the heat resistant ones. These are the heat resistant. This is what you're going to find in ovens, deep fryers, that type of stuff. And once again, it's sold by Zorro, which is owned by Granger. How many is in this? This is a 40 pack, which they sent me a 50. A 40 pack of Wagos is $30. So automatically there, it's already, they're sending you for free a pack that's worth more than they're sending you a pack that's worth more than, the hell was that? More than $30. It's probably going to be more like $40. Ideal. Oh, I hate these. These are also made by Ideal. I absolutely despise these. I bought so many of these and I've just been so disappointed in these. Hate them with a passion. Hate them with a passion. Let me see if I can find this exact pack for you guys. Hold on. Let's see if I can find this damn exact pack. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can find this exact pack. Oh, here we go. 3, but I want more. Let's see if I can do this and then go up to number of ports. Oh, there's the 50. There's the 50. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. All right. So what they sent me is equivalent to $20. So here it is right there. It's going to get mailed to you. It's free to you. You can opt out of their advertisement and all that other stuff. But these, instead of using the Wagos, they actually have their own. These actually grip. The leveler it locks down a lot better than the Wago, and that's what they want you to know. It doesn't pop up. So that's why they're sending these out. Because the problem with the Wago is the Wago, when you go to lock it down, they have a tendency to pop back up. These don't do that. I've actually had some of these before. That's why they knew I had them. That's why the algorithm knew I had them. That's why they sent this thing to me to get this sample. And this is going to come in handy. So for you guys, there's $20. Don't say I never gave you nothing. Can't say I never gave you nothing. And with that, there's nothing else that you guys want from me. What more do you want from me?
You're not rich. Blame yourself. You don't think?
Oh, I don't think I have anything else for you at this point in time. I think I gave you all I got. Any other questions?
Be relentless. That's it. I'm done.
Anything else? So I want to thank Mike Adams. Thank Brother Frank. Of course, his brother too. Where's CD? CEO Jakes. Got CEO Jakes too. Oh, thank that brother too. What other questions we got here? Oh, sure. Yeah, I know you got a lot of homework to do. Oh, before you go, do you have the information for General? So remember Air King, and you can always contact me. And then General Food Service, they are looking, especially in Florida. They need technicians in Florida. You use these calls to get COD customers. You use these calls to build relationships with cash customers. So here's the number. That's the information for General. Good. Make sure you call these people. Make sure you email them. Make sure these people know that you exist. Nobody else knows that you exist. They need to know you exist. Then they can send you COD. Then they can send you a warranty call. You're not going to make a lot of money off the warranty call, but it's up to you to convert that warranty into a cash customer. Take a look around. Take a look around that location. Let them know what else you can do for them. Use that as a marketing opportunity. When you go out, market to these people, market to these people. As I said to someone earlier today, just because that location you're going to doesn't immediately need you, that does not mean that they're not giving your information to someone else. Right? The person was telling me to say, oh man, the guy's not going to use me. He's probably going to do the stuff himself. That may be. But when another restaurant owner calls them and say, hey man, do you know of anybody? You go say, yeah, we had this guy. He worked on our deep fryer. Here, you call him. Here's his number. Oh, we had this guy. He worked on our convection oven. Here's his number. The guy worked on our ice machine. You need a guy? Here's the number of the guy that came out and fixed ours. Oh, is he any good? Well, he did it under warranty. You know, we called Oshizaki, and next thing we know, this guy showed up. He got our stuff working. That word of mouth. Just because that actual customer is not using you, once you leave your information there, that doesn't mean that person isn't telling someone else about you. I don't use stickers on the residential side, but on the commercial side, you can use stickers. You can use stickers, you can use labels, all that kind of stuff. Say, hey, you mind if I put my information here on the side of your deep fryer? You mind if I put my information here on the side of the ice machine? You mind if I put my information here on the bottom corner door of the prep table? Back. Slap your stuff there, magnets, that kind of stuff. Restaurants change ownership. That person you're dealing with, unfortunately, especially Caribbean-owned restaurants, right? They change ownership quite often. They might keep the same name, but the people behind the scenes often change. Ownership often changes. And so the person that you were once dealing with, oh, they're not there anymore. But you know, Caribbean Flowers is still there, and now someone else owns it, and they need your help. Because you left your information behind, the new owners are now using you. The other owners were strapped for cash. They wanted to fix everything their damn self. And they said they weren't going to use you, but guess what? They're not there anymore. Or they might run into a problem with the health department. And they need to use your ass, right? They need to use you quick. With that, I want to thank you guys for contributing to the show, keeping the brother going on these damn 4-hour damn streams. this holiday week. I hope you all have much success. I hope you all enjoy your family, close friends, or enjoy your peace if that's what you want at a certain age. I can completely understand that. You don't want to deal with the holiday stuff. You just want to go and order your Thanksgiving meal from wherever and sit down and watch enjoyment in peace. If that's you, enjoy the holiday. And for the rest of you, I'll see you guys. Oh, sure, no problem, Brother Terry. For the rest of you guys, I'll see you. I'll probably see you, I guess, like Friday or Saturday. Peace.
Be relentless. That's it. I'm done.
We are same, but different, but still same. Ha ha.
got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit.
Be relentless. That's it, I'm done. Be relentless. That's it, I'm done. Be relentless. That's it, I'm done.